Welcome to Mandela Effects After Dark. I am Sandy Diva, joined by Mr. Super Sidewinder. How are you
Yay.
today, Mr. Super?
Yippee. Glad to be here.
I am glad you're here as well. You have no idea. We will be joined by Jeremy Orr shortly. He had to take a little break before hopping in with us.
Not
That's
either, but or.
Jeremy. I told him he should change his name to Jeremy Orr Hebrew.
Yeah.
That's what he should be. And he does have Jeremy or I forget what he has. He does have something. It might be Jeremy or Hebrew. I am going to cough. Please excuse me. Sorry about that. First off, let's start with a shout out because I have an announcement. Well, two announcements to make. So let me start with a shout out before we get started, before I lose the top of the chat. Because right now, all I can see at the top is Mr. Super Sidewinder. And I know, were you first tonight in the chat?
Yes, I win.
You were.
Dun,
Yay!
dun. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know, I
So
love
Mr.
winning.
Super was first, followed by NeoFreak91. Flat Earth Andy is in the chat. Jackie McCarran, Michael Fontaine. Angels Don't Fall is here. I'm going to cough again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Splatter420. Red Storm. I said Michael Fontaine in the studio. Both of his channels are in the chat. So Michael Fontaine is also in the studio. We have Pushing Button 62, Kim Ray, Noise Guru is in here. He was just at Hebrew.
Oh, these people get around.
Did I say Kim Ray? Yeah. Pushing
Yep.
Buttons. And where are you, Sag Arm? I know you're lurking. Because you were also at Hebrew. I've got some strange Mandelas for you tonight, guys. Some are just so strange and weird. Like, it's one of those Mandelas where you're like, why? Why is that different? That doesn't make any sense to me. Those type of Mandelas tonight. But we also have a couple Christmas rewinds to get us into the Christmas spirit because Mandela Days is about to hit you. We're about to get hit with Mandela Days up between now and New Year's. So I want you to get warmed up for Christmas. Except that time of year is here because I know some of you are just like, it's Christmas songs and stuff. I love Christmas songs. And I have to tell you, Mr. Super told me he's working on one that I am so excited for. Why don't you tell them? Tell them what you're working on.
Working on Baby It's Cold Outside, which oddly enough, everybody, especially women that I mentioned it to, all adore the song, but I had never heard it before in my life. So I've studied several duets, and I freaking love the song, and I have just the absolute perfect person to do it with, and we're starting collaborations tomorrow on it.
Yes, I cannot wait to hear it. I'm
Stoked.
excited.
Me too.
And welcome Julie in the chat. Okay, so here's the announcement I have to make. Guys, I am going to do something I have never been so bluntly, I've never so bluntly done before. If anyone can please send a super chat of $1, I would appreciate it. I am 14 cents away from getting a paycheck before Christmas. If I do not get it tonight, it won't be until January 21st. Because of 14 cents, because YouTube takes their cut. 14 cents. Can you believe that, Mr. Super?
Somebody cough up $1, man. Get this over with.
Oh my gosh. I'm like,
Good gravy.
I have like 99.86, really, because they won't send it to you unless you have $100.
I know how they are, yeah.
I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm 14. You can't give me the 14 cents, YouTube, really?
No.
Like, so if anyone can afford $1, I'd really appreciate it.
Holy crap.
But, yeah, so the actual announcement, besides the please send $1 so I can get paid before Christmas.
Yeah.
Is that Jeff's work schedule changed again, and he is going to be able to make it on Saturday nights.
Yay!
Yes, but there is a caveat. The show's going to have to start earlier because he cannot stream past 1:30 a.m.
Double yay.
So we're gonna have to start a little bit earlier and end a little bit earlier.
That's all
So,
good news.
but at least he will be here on Saturdays, and I won't be scrambling to find someone to do a show with, and I won't have to impose on Mr. Super for 6 weeks straight, because that would have been horrible. I'm sorry, Mr. Super.
Yeah.
Um, we are going to start with what we left off with on Hebrew show. Hey, Boston Ray. And Lloyd, welcome. And Splatter, thank you so much. Splatter has saved the day with $2 Canadian. Thank you so much. Oh, Splatter, thank you. Seriously, save the
Nice.
day. I'm gonna get paid now. Thank you.
It's worth it all.
Oh,
Can we pack it up now?
no, we have to give him the show.
Welcome, Ray.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just you've saved the day. Thank you. Oh
Thanks,
my
Splatter.
gosh. I was in a panic because they only give you until the 9th. Today is the 9th now.
Too
And it's
funny.
probably the 9th, like, in the morning. So, save the day. Save the day. All right. So, like I was saying, the last... I can't like it. Yes, I can like it. And I'm gonna heart it. Thank you so much. So, the first Mandela is the last Mandela we just showed on Hebrew. So again, I'm going to ask those of you who have seen it to please not answer. Unless you want to answer what you originally answered, that's fine as well. Answer what you originally answered. Um, but I hope Hebrew gets here. But he already saw this one, so we'll be okay. And Pushing Buttons is congratulating Splatter. So is Boston Ray saying good job. Matrix Break is here. Welcome. Miss Jen saying, Hola, we're skipping sleep.
Hola,
Well,
Jenny.
I appreciate you skipping sleep to be with us. But I would like you to get sleep. Sleep is important. That's why I tell everybody go to bed after the show. Even if it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon your time, take a nap. Seeing Mandelas can sometimes be stressful. But, we're going to get started. Oh, and we do not have, just to make it easier on Mr. Super because it was a late show, there is no paranormal files this week. They will resume next week. I'm actually going to try to find, I don't know if I'm going to be successful, but I'm going to try to find Christmas-related paranormal files. We'll see. We'll see if I'm successful or not. But I do have to hide Splatter's comments so we can see the words. Give me one moment. That was so kind of you, Splatter. I'm like bowing to you. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you for letting me get paid in December instead of January. All of you that donated, thank you so much. Honestly, you all are helping me to get paid this month, which is a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle that I will have it before Christmas. So thank you. All right. Credit Jeremy Orr. Jeremy needs to ask you about these guys above. We can't say their names because that is the Mandela. Hey, Travis Joe. Boston Ray is above you like 5 comments. Who is Boston Ray from Travis Joe? We can go to the next slide, Mr. Super.
I'm just trying to answer the question here. I don't know who that is.
There's the question, though. What do you call this duo? What do you recall being on their albums, CDs, cassettes, etc.? Now I'm just waiting for answers in the chat. Oh, I see one. Matrix Break says Daryl Hall and John Oates. But then Matrix Break says Hall & Oates. Which one do you remember? Hey, Gary. Pushing Buttons says Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates, right?
Julie says no idea, and that's quite all right. You remember Hall & Oates? Is that what you said, Mr. Super?
Yep.
Yay. I don't know why I'm getting these coughing fits all of a sudden. Travis Joe says, Rich Girl, that is the title of this single. This is a single you're looking at. Albums said Hall & Oates, says Matrix Break. Hey, Preliminal, who says Hall & Oates. I would take that over. I would take Hall & Oates.
Holding oats.
That's awesome. Matrix Break said, I thought it changed at the end of the 80s, though. It most likely did for you because we experienced Mandela effects at all different times. I'm going to cough again. I'm so sorry.
All these coughs were planned, just so you know.
Yes. Yes, they were. To interrupt the show.
Right, we scheduled those ahead of time.
To give Jeremy more time to finally get here.
Yeah, the stall tactic. Hey, I know. Just insert cough here.
All right, we can continue. Jeremy and I only recall them as Hall & Oates. We understand those are their last names, but we do not recall their first names on their albums. Do you? Hi, Propagate. Matrix Break says, I would have never expected that to be a Mandela. I thought they just matured into a new sort of thing. And you know what? Eddie Van Keen said on the older albums, it's Hall & Oates. On the later albums, it's Daryl Hall and John Oates. But the thing is, in my past, they were all just Hall & Oates.
Yep.
I never saw their first names on the album.
Correct.
Hey, Analog Line.
Because we're from the same reality.
Yep. Pushing Button says, yo, prop. And Gary says, hello, Boston Ray.
It's so much so, Sandy, it literally freaks me out when you and I have a different memory.
I know, it freaks me out too.
Like, what?
Propagate says,
You
hi,
what?
Bush.
Are you sure?
I know, I gotta give you a little warning when we remember something differently.
I know, you always warn me, like, hey, there could be one someday, and then we found one. I'm like, holy shit, she's right.
Yep. I'm gonna message Jeremy and ask him if he actually, I'm gonna tell him to get out of the fridge and get onto the stream. That's what I'm gonna
He's
tell
probably having a hard time getting into that Hebrew costume after Thanksgiving.
Get out of the fridge and get into the stream. There we go. I sent him a text. All right, guys. We can go on. All of their albums, with the exception of best of and compilation albums, and a few of their singles, have their first name. So the majority of their album covers, their cassettes, their CDs say Daryl Hall and John Oates. We do not remember this, do you? I do not remember this. Jeremy does not remember this. And if we continue, we're going to see something strange. Well, first we have the current reality of everything being Daryl Hall and John Oates. But here's a question. Yes or no in the chat. Do you recall them having a Christmas album? Because they have two of them. I don't even remember them having one. I could have just missed it. I'm not saying it's a Mandela. I'm just asking.
No direct memory of it, though.
I have no memory of it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I listened to them, I wouldn't recognize it like I'd ever heard the album or any of the songs on it. Mm-hmm. On them.
Jackie has never heard of them in her life. Maybe you've heard their songs. I would look them up and listen to their hits and see if you know any of their songs. I push the buttons. Deck the Hall and Oates. That'd be great. That'd be great if they made a song like that. That's true, Ray. Everyone does have a Christmas album now. I just don't recall them having one. Yes, the Daryl is bothering me too with the 1R. It is bothering me. Hey, Drew, good to see you. We can continue. This is where it gets weird. So, at least for one album, there's a Hall plus Oates. Has anyone ever seen Hall plus Oates before? Because I have not. And check out the merging on the singles album. Look at that. Look at that. The H to the A to the L to the L, the A to the E to the E, all merged. Kind of nutty. Push a Button says no. There's Noise Guru. Hey, Noise Guru. And thank you again to Splatter for making it so I can get paid for Christmas. Thank you. Back on the screen. Now, see, I need to call him because the whole reason why he's coming is he wants to see the next Mandela. So pardon me while I make a phone call.
Sure. Why is my phone ringing? Are you dialing the wrong phone number? Busted. She was dialing my number. She'll tell you when she comes back. Oops. I butt dialed Mr.
I
Super.
was. It was a total accident. Hold on. Your name was right below his, and I accidentally hit yours. All right, we're back.
Dialed. Butts love me. Can I say? I'm a butt magnet.
Okay, we're going to wait 1 minute for him. He couldn't find the link. He has found it now. That's what's taken so long. He could not find the link to the show.
Aw.
Sandy's drunk. Sandy doesn't even drink. Like, seriously, the last bit of alcohol that touched my lips was the toast at my sister's wedding.
I think they were saying you were drunk dialing me.
Oh, drunk dialing you. Oh. You know. If anything, shaky hand dialing you.
I told you if it butt dialed, that was a booty call.
I can't tell you how many times I accidentally hit, because on the iPhone, probably on Android too, it's a list of names and you tap the name, and I accidentally tapped yours below Hebrews.
See, they made phone calls too easy. Used to have to remember 7 numbers.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I still
now
remember
all people know is Google.
Oh gosh.
That's why I won't debate Globers. If I ask them anything, they go to Google. How far is the sun? Well, Google says it's 93 million miles. I could just talk to Google. What do I need them for? At least I could tell Google it's an idiot.
Matrix Break says, nope, I just checked my notifications. I have all selected for you, but nada. Do you know how to fix it? It's because we're subscribed. I think what's wrong with the notification system is that YouTube got too big. We're subscribed to so many channels, right? You have to turn notifications off, then turn them back on again. and then you'll start getting notified again. It's so dumb.
Their system is broken. Shadow
Yep.
banning.
Yep.
It's biased. That's why you can have new channels with crappy content hit over 1 million subscribers in no time. Be wary. Those aren't legitimate subscribers.
You're more likely to get notifications from people that you just subscribed to than people that you watch every single day or every single week.
Mm-hmm.
Which is messed up. Jeremy is here. We can take this one off the screen and add a Jeremy to the screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Now life is worth living.
Oh,
I was just looking for the razor blade too, man.
man, no.
You know, the rusty one.
Oh, man. Rusty Doll one.
That's the one. You know my razor blade. Cool.
Yeah.
What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, Mr. Super. Not a whole lot, dude. But I'll tell you one thing. My girlfriend, she put ketchup on. She told me to put ketchup on the shopping list, and then when I got to the store, I couldn't read it.
Wait, what?
Oh, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, he's been doing the dad jokes all night.
Yes, I have.
I put a birth control pill in my shoe because somebody told me it would make me limp.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I need to get a sound clip of the ta-ta-ta, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, the drum roll. The
Yeah.
what's it called? The cymbal.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool. How come we all look like we're making a face like you two guys are the eyes and I'm a nose?
Right.
You know? There's no mouth though.
I don't think I can change. I can do that, but then I'm huge.
Hey,
No, don't like it. Don't like it.
you are the boss.
Yeah, but
Mm.
it's no fun. I don't like it.
It's subliminal.
There we
for
go. Look at
Jeremy
that.
knows.
I didn't know we had this layout. Look at
Oh
that.
wow. Yeah.
Now we're all equal.
We're all equal hombres.
Mhm.
Hey, Mr. Super,
Yo,
got a question for you.
go ahead, man.
Why are Mexicans?
Oh no.
No, this isn't. You know.
No, it's a dad joke. That's why I said oh no.
Yeah. Why are they so optimistic?
Mexicans so optimistic. I don't know.
Because if they were pessimistic, I said that wrong. Because if they weren't optimistic, they would be called Mexicans.
Mexicans.
Can't, yeah.
Andy, are you leaving? Because Andy says flat out.
Oh man.
No, it's another dad joke.
Oh, okay.
Flat
Okay,
out.
Jeremy, what is it that gets bigger the more you take away from it?
Bigger the more you take away from it. Well, it can't be my bank account. I can tell you that much. No, I don't know what.
A hole.
That is accurate.
That is true, my friend.
The more you dig out, the bigger it gets. And Noise Guru has another answer, which is correct. Deficit. The deficit.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Why is the waiter so dumb?
oh, this
Everybody
one's a
put
good
in
one.
chat how much of the national debt in dollars you currently owe. Putting mine in right now.
See,
Okay. Mine's in.
What is it?
That's mine too.
Put in your dollar amount of the national deficit that you are responsible for paying.
Everybody's saying the same.
I got some matches.
Red Storm, what did you do to owe $22 trillion? What did you do? Red Storm. Did you send me something on Cash App? Was that you? Under a name? I don't like to say names online. It was a total guess.
Has anybody heard from Jency?
No, I've been wondering where Jency is.
Where did Jency go?
I even messaged Jency on Facebook. They have Messenger turned off. And no response.
One more.
Someone sent me something on Cash App, and the only hint I had was the word red. And that's why I was thinking, maybe I thought I sent something somewhere. How much was it for? I have to go look, because it was a little bit ago. I'm looking now. Give me a moment. That
would be cool, because you said earlier you had to get, how much was it before you could make bank?
Oh, no. This is separate.
Oh,
no.
My bad.
And Splatter sent $2 Canadian, which got me over the 14 cents. I'm good.
Yes. Awesome.
I'm scrolling back. Hold on.
By the way, I said it on my channel, but Super wasn't there when I said it.
$50.
$50?
Yes, this person sent $50, and I don't know if it was them or I the only hint I have is the word red.
That makes me want to holler.
In Cash App. No, I'm trying to find who to thank.
Well, that's what I mean.
Hey, Sean.
Why did you just...
I don't think so, says Red Storm. All right, then it's not you. It's okay. Well, thank you to whoever sent that to me with the Cash App that has red in the name. If your Cash App has red in your name, red, let me know it was you so I could say thank you. Because I don't want to give your real name out.
She's trying to figure it out like Batman trying to figure out when the Riddler's riddled.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It was back in November 24th. Hey, Joe Bloor.
Jeremy, I can give you a puzzle to chew on in your mind until we get rolling again here. You want one?
Oh, man. I don't want one, but give me one anyway.
All right. So two brothers go fishing. When they get to the river, they can't decide on which way they want to go. Each guy wants to fish a different place. So they split up at the river. They go fish. Come back hours later. They meet at the same spot, and they look in each other's buckets. One brother says to the other brother, "Hey, if you give me one of your fish, we'll have the same amount." And the other brother said, "No, you give me one of your fish, and I'll have twice as many as you." They both had somewhere between 1 and 10 fish. How many fish did they have?
Oh, man. Okay, so...
Hi, Kira, sir.
One brother had... How many more fish than the other brother?
One said to the other, "If you give me one of your fish, we'll have the same amount, same number."
Mm-hmm.
And the other one said, "No deal. You give me one of your fish, and I'll have twice as many as you do."
Twice as many would be if the other brother had 10, he'd have 20.
No, the numbers are between 1 and 10. Each man had only between 1 and 10 fish.
So one brother had 5.
No. I think it's one brother is 3 and the other brother is 2.
Does that work? Does that work?
If the one brother is 2 and he says to the other brother is 4, give me one of your fish and we'll have the same amount, right?
Yep. Then they both have 3.
They both have 3.
Okay.
But if the guy who has 4, oh no, twice the amount wouldn't work.
Twice the amount.
See if anybody in chat got it.
That's a real head scratcher. It's pretty good.
We got 0 and 1, 0 and 1, 3 and 2,
What about 3 and 4?
Don't make me work out the math.
No, I'm doing the math. It's got to be like 3 and 5. Yeah, it's got to be something.
I hate math.
Math is reality. No.
I hate. By the way, to the guy who invented the number 0, thanks for nothing.
Right. Just like that Will Duffy in the final experiment.
Wait a minute.
Thanks for nothing.
Wouldn't 1 and 3? No, 1 and 2 work because
3 and 2.
he has 1. He gets. Oh no, because it wouldn't, because then it wouldn't be equal if he gave him 1.
Then it flip flops, and they
1 would have to have 3 because it would equal 5 if it's 1, the amount.
We do not have the right answer from the panel or in chat yet. And you guys tell me when you're tired of it.
Okay, now wait. You said twice the amount.
One way it's equal, the other way it's double.
So it would have to be, and it's between what, 3 and 10?
No, 1 and 10.
1 and 10. 1 and 10. Okay.
Each man.
Each guy has between 1 and 10. Then one of them would have to have 3.5. No, I'm kidding.
He's a fish biter.
Yeah, he cut 1 in half. Let's see. 4. 1 would have to have 4. No, wait. Because you said between 1 and 2. 1 would have to have 4, and 1 would have to have 3. No, 5. 1 would have to have 5. So it'd be 4 and 5, wouldn't it?
That's what I thought, but it doesn't work out with the double.
Oh yeah, double. I keep forgetting the double.
None of them work out. All the numbers work out unless it's 0.
We still don't have the right answer.
3? Well, wouldn't it be 3 and let's see, 3?
Joe Bloor said, "What was the question?" The question is, 2 men after fishing compare their fish in the bucket. One says to the other, "You give me one of your fish, we'll both have the same number." The other one says, "No deal. You give me one of your fish, and I'll have twice as many as you do."
One of your fish.
Andy, don't be so sure till you do the math, brother.
Yeah, I would think
The correct answer has not been posted in the chat yet. Still open.
it can't be 5 and 5. That's half.
No, they can't have equal because then they can't be the same numbers. Because they wouldn't need to move anything around to have the same amount.
3 and 2.
That's what I said, but it's not double.
Well, oh yeah.
Because then I'll only have 1.
I don't know. My brain is fried at this point.
I can't do it. I can't.
I'm telling you, dude.
And don't blame me if the show's going too long. This was a long distraction.
I know, but if we still don't have the answer in chat, I'll go ahead and give it.
This is a hell of a mind twister, man.
I still don't see it in chat. I don't know why this is so difficult for people to solve, honestly, because when you hear it, you're going to go, yeah, of course it is. It's 5 and 7, which becomes 6 and 6 or 4 and 8.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
I see.
Huh. Yeah.
So sometimes the answer is right there in front of you, but your decoder isn't wired for it yet.
Right.
Or it's just too late. Our brains are not working.
Yeah, my brain's got a little help from a little chemical known as THC. So
I've heard of that. That's the green stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we're allowed to mention it on Sandy's channel though, because she'll get like a whatever it's called.
Andy says that doesn't work.
Sure does.
Who did
So
what?
there's all right here. There's 7, right? in
Yep, the
one.
guy with 7 gives the guy with 5 1. They both have 6. The other way around, the guy with 5 gives the guy with 7 1. He's now got 4. And the other guy has 8. That's double.
That is double. That's correct. Hey, Blue Pac-Man, good to see you.
Hey, it's Sean Osborne.
Yes, Sean is here.
Dude, we were.
And look how his name is spelled. Like how I remember the
Yes,
Osborne spelling their name.
that's what I was just about to say.
Let's put it up on the screen.
What?
That is how I remember Ozzy and Sharon and Kelly all spelling their last name. But it's got a U in it now, and I don't remember that. That's why it looks wrong. When I wrote it, that's how I wrote it naturally. So I do not remember the U. Their name looks too long. Ozzy Osbourne, Sharon Osbourne, Kelly Osbourne. Their last name is Osbourne. It looks too long. Too long for me. I thought it was the E that was the problem. It was the U.
Where is Philo?
Philo makes an appearance here and there.
Oh, I see.
All right, so we
You gotta
still have
drink
the
water
old presentation
right
on
after
Mr.
you
Super.
do that. If you get to coughing really bad, it helps me if I drink water. Like right after I, hit the good old,
Yeah, I should go get my cantina. Plus, I can't mute myself when I'm on the sharing screen, so there's that issue.
Oh no.
Well, you're sharing the wrong thing anyway. I can screen share you right now if you want.
No, that wouldn't help because it's easier for me if it's already shared.
Okay.
Back in a second.
All right.
Drew's here. All right, Drew.
That is how I remember Osborne spelled. But just to show you guys, this is the current reality, which many of you remember. I don't. This is how Ozzy Osbourne spells his last name, and that's too long.
How could I possibly be sharing the wrong thing? Oh, I got to go to the next one.
Yes.
Oh, we already did one. How cool is that?
I know, right?
Man, this is getting easier all the time.
It's cool, like when you don't remember, and then someone reminds you, and you're like, "All right, we already did it."
Oh my God! I just shared my backstory with Sandy the other day, and she laughed like crazy. Remember Sandy?
Yep, I remember. I just gotta say, this one upset Jeremy because he has acknowledged that.
You can call me Hebrew if you want. I mean,
yeah, Hebrew has acknowledged that he must have taken an update, and we'll explain when we get to it.
Oh yeah,
Yes, this is what we're talking about.
I told Sandy you were probably late because you couldn't fit in your Hebrew costume after Thanksgiving. And I told her that publicly so like everybody could hear it, making a big deal of it,
Well, hey, I don't disagree with that.
Different kind of hangover.
Right?
Jeff adamantly disagrees so much with what I'm about to ask you that he insists I am misremembering. But I am adamant that the current reality does not match my memory. So I'm going to ask you anyway. Next slide, please. There are 2 slogans associated with Hulk Hogan that do not match my memory. Question 1. Which do you remember? I'm going to have you say 1 or 2 in the chat. Number 1, Hulk rules. Number 2, Hulk's rules. Or number 3, do you remember both? So 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. And just put 0 if you don't remember any of them. So 0, 1, 2, or 3. So 0 is you don't remember anything. 1 is Hulk rules. Number 2 is Hulk's rules. Or number 3 is both. Okay. So pushing button says 1. Hebrew is answering 1. Analog Lime is 1. Matrix Break is 1. Kimberly, hey, says 0. Preliminal says 0. We're going to get to Sean. Sean, I have to skip you right now. It's part of it. Welcome, Dolmite2109, who says 1. Moose Guru says 0. Mr. Super is a 1. You guys can just talk, you know.
Yeah, I know, but it's much easier just to say 1 in chat.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Kit Kat bars still have an obvious gap between Kit and Kat. That is correct. And 0 for Blue Pac-Man.
You're so
Julie
cool,
is a
Jeremy.
1.
Oh man, I don't even know why that was funny, but damn, that was funny.
Red Storm is nada. I forgot it. I lost interest, says Michael Fontaine. 0 for Joe Bloor. Okay, we can go on. The question 2, because they're already
awesome.
giving answers.
For the record, Red Storm is awesome.
Red Storm.
Question 2. Do you remember Hulk-a-mania or Hulkmania? And for this one, we're going to go A and B so I don't confuse the answers. So A is Hulk-a-mania and B is Hulkmania. So A or B? What do you remember?
I remember Hulkamania, brother.
I was the first one in chat. Woohoo!
Mr. Super is a B.
Ah.
Pushing Buttons is a B. Michael is an A.
Fast like that.
Pushing Buttons switches to an A. What's going on there? Matrix Break is an A. Kimberly is an A. Splatter is an A. Joe Bloor is an A. Preliminal's a B. A for sure for pushing. Julie is a B.
I'm doing all this crazy sharing, and I still beat everybody in chat. Woo!
You got it, man. You got the fast fingers.
That's it, man.
Dolmite says A, easy. I don't know, guys. Jeremy would have said the same thing. Wouldn't you have said that, Jeremy?
I would have, and I did just now.
Yes, but you said something else before the show.
Yes, I did.
Which we're going to get to. So next slide, please.
You reminded me about the thing.
So hold on for a second. If I am alone, and I am not, so I am not saying that I am misremembering. I am not remembering anything wrong. My memories are accurate. But I do not remember Hulk Hogan wearing Hulk's rules. I am aware that he had a set rules to live by, but he wore Hulk rules. Number 1 in my past, as in Hulk is number 1. Right. Hulk rules. But, and I said, which would also make this slogan actually make sense. Hulk rules makes Hulk still rules make sense. Okay?
Yes.
But if we go to the next slide. Also, and this one downright upsets me. For me, it was Hulkmania in my past. Not Hulkamania, not Beatlemania, not WrestleMania, not Taylormania. There was never an A, and there's no need for an A, people. It was Hulkmania, just like it was Beatlemania, just like it's WrestleMania. There was no need for an A. Why is there an A? I'm saying you all. Go ahead.
You know what I just thought of that I didn't think of when we were talking on the phone?
What's that?
Maybe it's because it's a person's name instead of the name of a band or the name of a...
Manscuse alert. Manscuse alert.
That's why
because like I said, Taylor Swift, they say Taylor Mania. It's not Taylor-mania, it's Taylor-mania.
It that way.
And remember we also saw Osmond-mania? There's no Osmond-a-mania.
All right, so here's what's funny to me, Sandy, is that it is actually an A. I would be like more inclined to believe that would be a lambda at this point. An inserted A, well, that's the perfect opportunity for them to stick a lambda in there.
Yep. But I'm telling you guys, I really think you took an update. It doesn't even make sense to have an A in there. Give me one good reason why there's an A in there.
Can't.
It was Hulkmania, and I have proof to show it. But first off, here is the Hulk's rules that I have no memory of.
Mm-mm.
Hulk's rules. It's on a figurine, action figure, excuse me. It's on his T-shirt. He has it on his bandana at times. I don't remember this. It was always Hulk rules.
You can call it figurine. You can call it a toy, but don't ever call him a doll. That's the only thing I ask.
I don't know if this one has the apostrophe. Does it? Oh,
It
yeah.
does. It's covered because
Yeah, it's covered.
his shirt is squished.
Yep, I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay, next slide, please.
It has a remnant.
All right, so
Yeah.
here is Hulkamania, which I am saying is wrong. It's definitely wrong for my reality.
Kind of think that I had a T-shirt. I had one of those T-shirts.
Okay.
And somebody stole it because I had it at the gym and I left it in my locker and someone stole it.
That's lovely. Gotta love people.
I know, right?
Yeah, patent pending, says Sean Osborne. Because you know that the A makes no sense, people. I'm telling you that right now. Next slide.
Button
What's
move.
going on? Oh, there we go. So here is Hulk rules on a Funko Pop, on an action figure, on a different, like it's actually a figurine because it's a statue. It's not an action figure.
And I
And
remember,
on a Lego guy.
and I remember it being on his T-shirts when he went down to the ring on his shirts. Hawk rules, not Hawk's rules.
But it's both ways now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So next, please. All right, so here's more Hulk rules, including WWF bandana. It's not Hulks, it's Hulk. We've got a WWF magnet and shot glass. We have another figurine.
Oh,
or
I gotta
action
get
figure.
that shot glass. I gotta get that shot glass. I'm sorry.
Next slide, please.
That looks pretty cool, actually.
It's very 90s.
It does. Probably was.
Did it change?
Yes, we're on the next slide, yes.
I've got that same exact poster.
The Hulk rules one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of Hulk rules. It was not Hulks.
Mm-hmm.
Are we on the slide you want, Sandy?
Yes, we can go to the next one now.
That's a hand-drawn.
All right, so here's where the words are. We're going to stop here.
Wait.
What?
Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something.
Okay. It's also possible that this is a merged reality where Hulk rules and Hulk's rules were both a thing. But I only remember seeing Hulk rules on shirts, action figures, etc. So I'm acknowledging that it could be a merged reality where both exist now because both seem to exist.
I miss wrestling buddies. I just wanted to say I used to have a wrestling buddy. I think it was the Macho Man, though. I used to throw him down in my bed, and then I'd go to the top of my bedpost, and I'd stand on the top of my bedpost. I would jump from the top of my bedpost and elbow smash. Do
Oh
the
my
flying
gosh.
elbow smash.
Your parents must have been like
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
flipping out on you because of the price of beds.
They'd open the door or have the door be at the door. Quit jumping on the bed. But I had a bed that had like wooden slants underneath. Like I remember that.
These are not cheaply made imports. These are WWF released products.
Oh yeah.
And these are shirts worn by him. But let's go on.
I wonder how many shirts he went through in his career since he ripped them all.
Okay, wait. Sports Illustrated. They don't have Matt-A-Mania. They have Matt-Mania.
Hmm.
No A-Mania. There is no reason for an A-Mania. I'm telling you, people. Hulkmania at the top. We have Hulk rules again. Hulk rules. Next slide. Now we're going to get into the real Hulkmania
Oh wow.
residue. There's a lot of Hulkmania residue. I'm just giving you a heads up.
It's not Hulkamania. It's Hulkmania.
It's Hulkmania because that's what it should be. Because Hulkamania makes no sense. Next
God, I
slide.
used to love that cartoon, by the way. Just saying.
Next slide, please.
And Hebrew and Hulk would be hard to tell apart standing next to each other.
Hey, Mustard
I
Seed.
wish I had his muscles.
Hey,
God.
Dry Gourd Spellweaver.
I mean, back in the day, probably not now, but
Boston is not here today. He was in the chat earlier, but I don't think he's here yet.
of course he took his vitamins, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Back in those
Okay.
days.
So on the screen now we have Inside Wrestling Illustrated, Hulkmania.
Vitamin S.
So inside the Wrestling Illustrated Annual Magazine, number 24, Hulkmania is sweeping the nation. Not Hulkamania, Hulkmania. Wrestling Illustrated Annual Magazine.
Dun, 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 dun. Explain
And next to it, we have Hulkmania, a VHS cassette.
Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
And on the shirt, it says Hulkamania, but written underneath on the video game graphic is Hulkmania, like I remember.
Well, that's something else. Because I could swear up and down on a toothpick with my hands tied behind my back that it was always Hulkamania.
I believe it was for you in your reality.
But with that being said, when we were talking on the phone, I was like, well, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense because none of the other manias have in them.
They do not.
So it really doesn't make sense.
There's no reason for an A in there. You don't call him Hulka Hogan.
Not yet.
Right? That'll be next.
I'm from the reality that makes sense if I'm from a different reality, Joe Bohr. Hulkmania makes sense. Hulkamania does not.
Hulka rules.
Hey, Papa Will. Papa Will says, what is a juggalo? A Hulkamaniac riddle box, 1997. Next slide, please. Here is a news inside a magazine, excuse me. Hulkmania. And they write Hulkmania all throughout the article. And here's a t-shirt that says Hulkamania, but the listing is for 2002 WWE Hulk Hogan Hulkmania t-shirt.
Wow.
Next slide.
Dun.
I know. That is Johnny Carson, by the way.
I thought so.
Next slide, please. Here is a Hulkmania CD.
That's official.
Here is the WWE 2015 Hulkmania Edition Xbox One.
Wait a minute, that exists?
It does.
Oh man, I wonder how much those go for.
I don't know.
I've
had this presentation for over a year and didn't present it because Jeff had me convinced I was remembering.
Oh wow, Sandy.
Wow.
Look.
Thank you, Sean Dent. Wow. Sean says Merry Christmas, guys. That is so nice, Sean. Thank you so much.
Nice, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
Wow.
Now we can get tinsel.
I know, right? I need some for my tree, actually.
I need a tree. No, I'm serious. All of my ornaments that I saved up over the years, gifts. Like I had all these cute ornaments that were gifted to me. Like my best friend and I used to exchange ornaments every Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't just have like Christmas balls. I had specific Christmas ornaments. all of my decorations for every season, all of my lights, 2 Christmas trees, all destroyed in the basement flood.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
I haven't had a Christmas tree since 2022.
I gave away all my Christmas stuff some years ago. Loads of it.
Really?
Everything Christmas must go.
Hmm.
See, it's my. I don't care if you look at it as just like Santa Claus. For me, it's the birth of Christ. But the decorations, I need them. It fills me with. I'm gonna use Kamala Harris's. It fills me with joy. I have absolute joy just from Christmas lights. I love them so much. I think Christmas lights doesn't have to be like all different colors. Like just white would make me happy if they were up all year long.
My neighborhood is done up. If I want to see Christmas lights, I can go outside and look at their houses.
Not here. The spirit has been lost.
I have
You'll get a
never
few.
seen this neighborhood lit up like almost every freaking house.
That's good to hear. That sounds like the Christmas spirit is coming back.
No, I've got to tell you, man. It's almost like what is it? We were talking before about how there are some people who believe, that the Christmas tree is a pagan thing and it's a pagan ritual and stuff like that. But in my head, in my heart, it's all about it's a matter of perspective. If you celebrate it your way, like if you celebrate it with the birth of Jesus in mind, for example, and you're not thinking about any of that stuff and you're using it, like Sandy said, just to brighten things up a little bit, make things look, nice, kind of put you in the holiday spirit, even if it's just for that. Like that to me is all in how you use it. I don't know, it's just my opinion. It's all in how you use it. Just like I could take a swastika, and a swastika means something totally different to us. But if you look in other countries, that symbol has been around for thousands of years.
Right.
And it hasn't always meant evil,
Mm-hmm.
It's all how it's used.
Agreed.
Me and next slide.
I don't know how I got that conversation, but yeah, next slide.
We were talking about my Christmas decorations being completely destroyed in the flood.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Sandy.
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, Marvel obtained the trademark to Hulk Hogan, though. Not Hulkmania, Hulk Hogan. Hulkamania was trademarked by Marvel.
Yeah, because of the Incredible Hulk.
No, Hulkamania was trademarked by Marvel. Hulk.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying, because the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, well, that's messed up because that's his name. His name is Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan had to pay Marvel for the first, I forget how many years it was. He had to pay them a certain percentage of whatever he made off of that name. The name Hulk Hogan. He couldn't just freely use it until he recently. His real name's Terry Bollea. So it's like that name belonged to Marvel first. Yeah, royalties. That's what I was trying to think of, Red Storm. Thank you.
I didn't know I could reply to the super chats. I'm going to go do that right now.
You can?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, I didn't even see Sean Osborne. Sean Osborne. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Why is it not showing up here? Sean Osborne donated $2.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't see it show up. Sean, thank you so much. So 2 Seans donated tonight. My goodness. It only lets you reply to larger donations. I can't reply to Sean's. But I did like it and give it a heart. Just like I did for Splatter.
At least you saw it. Yeah, cool.
Thank goodness. I'm so sorry, Sean.
Who's Philip K. Dick?
He's that guy with the blonde hair and glasses. He was on, what was the name of the show? With the guy from The Price is Right. What's his name?
Bob Barker.
No, the other one.
Oh boy.
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey, yeah.
Drew Carey.
He was on that TV series with Drew Carey.
Oh,
the green screen show.
No, older one.
No,
although, what's my? Let's see. I want to see what's my line. No,
the Drew Carey show.
The Drew Carey show, yeah.
The
Probably
Drew Carey show, yeah.
Yeah. Was that was that one white guy? They're all white guys on that show.
Ryan Stiles, Colin.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Sean Osborne's writing, who's Philip K. Dick? in your comments.
Everybody loves Philip K. Dick.
And welcome,
oh, man.
Welcome to Speedy Romans. The price is wrong, Bob, says Lloyd.
Oh, boy.
Well, thank you, Sean Osborne and Sean Dent. Oh, my goodness. How did I not see Sean Osborne? All right, so like I said, if I am remembering wrong, I'm not. I will admit it, but especially with Hulkmania being Hulkamania, I truly believe I was in a reality without the A in the middle. What do you remember? Let me know in the comments below. And here on the screen, we have Hulkamania on the shirt. In the description, Hulkmania, and in the title, Hulkmania again. Because again, the A makes no sense. And it sounds so foreign to me, guys. I really believe, I know you guys remember Hulkamania, and that's fine and dandy. I believe you, but it's so weird sounding to me. It was not Hulkamania for me.
I even put it in my Quantum Leap fan-made episode that I did where I had him leap back to 1984 and go, isn't this about the time Hulkamania started?
Wow.
Yeah. I made that just a couple days ago.
Cool.
So, yeah.
So we're sinking there. But here's the thing. I got to tell you, like, really, if anyone can give me a really good answer why there's an A there and not in any other Mania words. Like, it's not Beatlemania. It's not, like I said, they have Taylor Swift Taylor Mania. Why not Taylor-mania? Apparently back in the 60s and early 70s, they had Osmond Mania. Why not Osmondomania? It doesn't make any sense to me. Disco Mania. Why not Disco-mania? Because mania is not the word. It's mania. So it's Hulk. It's the name and mania. Not mania. Where's the A coming from?
WrestleMania doesn't even have an mania in it.
Does not, no.
And when I was a little kid, I thought for the longest time it did. I really did.
Maybe it did at some point for you.
But
all right, so here we go. We have our first Christmas rewind to get you in the spirit.
Woohoo!
The Christmas albums I heard growing up are all changing. There's something on my screen. This time it's Bing Crosby's Here Comes Santa Claus. Next slide, please.
I used to sing Bing Crosby better than Bing Crosby back in the day.
I believe you. It's not like the lines I remember no longer exist. Other singers perform the song the way I remember. But this version specifically has changed from my memory.
Rich or poor, for he loves you just the same. Sad, rich or poor, for he loves you just the same.
Okay, you can stop it. Now I'll read it. He doesn't care if you're rich or poor. He loves you just the same. Santa blank, and it's multiple words, and that makes everything blank. You have to know the song.
Yeah, I don't know the song.
I don't think I know the song.
Santa Claus is blank, and that makes everything okay.
You're close. You're guessing, though, I can tell.
I am guessing, but I'm saying, like, yeah, from a guess.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I remember, since I'm not getting answers in the chat either. I remember Santa knows we're all God's children, and that makes everything right.
Oh,
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what that was the words. Santa knows we're all God's children, and that makes everything right.
Imagine
that wouldn't rhyme with the first phrase there.
That's what I was thinking.
Loves you just the same, everything.
I know it doesn't. It does. Just it rhymes after.
Santa's fake, and that makes everything lame.
Just wait. The key here is Santa knows. Listen. The key is God's children.
I think I nailed it, Sandy.
Well, wait until you hear what it says now, because he sings Rice now. Next one. I remember him singing Santa Claus knows we're all God's children, and that makes everything right.
Huh?
Okay, so next slide. Now you're going to hear what he sings.
Santa knows that we're God's children, and that makes everything right. Santa
Listen
knows
to the rice. He sings rice. Right.
that we're God's children, and that makes everything right.
Rice.
Right.
Minute
He
Maid.
says chillin' and rice. Santa
Chillin'
knows that we're God's chillin'. That makes everything rice. Chillin' and rice. The line is all wrong. Do you remember this like I do?
Don't call me late for dinner.
Julie agrees 100%. It's okay if you never heard the song. It's okay if you don't know it. It's all right.
I got to go clean out my rice pan now so I can make some rice. It sounds
Santa
good.
knows that we're God's children.
We're just chilling.
I remember Santa Claus knows that we're God's children, and that makes everything right.
Now,
I'm
let me
taking
say
an update because I'm
something.
saying Santa knows now. Go on. What were you saying?
Let me say something real quick, though. Now, this probably doesn't make sense for him to say it, but I know a lot of people in the South do say chillin'. Like they don't say children. They'll say chillins. The chillins.
Really? I've never heard Bing sing that ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not something like he would say, but I'm saying like in the South they do say that.
Oh, you mean like
My chillins is all outside in their bare feet.
No, why can't I think of names like Vincent Price saying y'all's neighborhood?
Yeah.
Like people say y'all's, but not Vincent Price.
My chillins is out there in their bare feet collecting berries.
Yeah, no, not Bing Crosby. We had every Christmas Bing Crosby album ever at my mom's house on record album, vinyl.
Oh, no, wait. They're collecting rice.
Yeah, rice. That's what I'm saying.
Rice.
Everything's rice.
Why is he singing about rice?
Because I think right and nice are merging together.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everything that makes everything nice, that makes everything right, became rice. But it was right.
Good find. Next.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's right, Julie. So jump in bed, cover up your head, for Santa Claus comes tonight.
He doesn't care if you're rich or poor, though he loves you just the same.
The TV series Glee messes up the line as well. It didn't all play though.
No, I
Is that the
stopped
wrong
it.
clip in here?
No, I stopped it so you could read it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Dun, 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 dun.
Santa knows that we're God's children, and that makes everything right.
Chillins.
They said chillins. Mhm.
Chillins. How you children's is?
Yeah, even Glee sang chillins.
He doesn't care if you're rich or poor, though he loves you just the same. Santa knows that we're God's children, and that makes everything right.
Just
At least they
know.
sang right.
It's almost like Bing has somehow evolved. Yeah, thank you. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. De-evolved
Devolved.
into like a hillbilly.
Where it's an AI insert into a crazy reality.
Yeah.
Continue.
Santa knows that we're God's children, that makes everything right. Santa knows that we're God's children, that makes everything right.
Okay, so this is mostly right.
Wait a second.
But again, I remember Santa
heard-
Claus knows that we're God's children. So the
I heard
clause is
children.
missing. Yeah, this is correct.
Oh, okay.
It's just missing clause. It's
Nice.
Santa knows. It says Santa Claus knows. We're all God's children. Not we're. It's that he's singing we're God's children. I remember we're all God's children. Do you understand?
I see.
Okay.
God's chili.
Chili. Go
What up,
on.
Sandy?
Welcome,
Later.
Love Flame Production. And we need to get a wrench out there. And Linda, welcome. Welcome to the 1500 Club. Oh my gosh, this has changed from. Stop, this is different from when I made this. Because I said this is residue. I want you to listen. Santa Claus knows they're all God's children. Listen, it says they're now, not we're. Listen. Play it again.
Oop. Yeah, there.
That is different from when I made this, guys. It says we're on the screen. Read it at
It
the top.
does. Yeah, on the screen. Yeah.
It says we're.
One more time.
They're all God's children.
Even if you're reading where you hear there. Either way. It's bad. So that's the end of that presentation.
Welcome, Lavira Lakini.
And
welcome to the 1500 Club.
Speeding along now.
And hello, Timoth Man. Good to see you.
Who?
Timoth Man. Or actually, no, it's not. It's Tim Mothman. I got to remember to say it the right way.
Right.
Welcome, Cosmic Joe Chronicles. Yo, I'm handing out wrenches like it's no tomorrow.
Oh, great.
Welcome to
We
the
had way
1500
too many
Club.
wrenches. They were in a pile. I said they were going to rust. We're going to have to take the time to oil them or give them away. So here we go.
There you
Welcome,
go.
Jay Truth Seeker, to the 1500 Club. Guys, please remember hit like and subscribe before you go.
Yippee dippy.
I just added like 10 people to the 1500 Club. Guys, the
Super.
1500 Club,
Welcome
Here's how it works.
aboard.
the first 1500 people
The
subscribe to my
sandy
channel.
boat.
Yep. The
Yeah.
first 1500 people subscribe to my channel get a wrench. So if I ever get to 10,000 subscribers or above, I have you guys to rely on to keep the chat in check. Welcome to the 1500 Club.
I'll tell you
Okay.
what, though, the blue wrenches rust a lot faster than the regular ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a feeling, Tim Muckman. Tim Muckman.
She has to give those away faster.
I had a
Yes.
feeling I had you to thank for bringing them over here, so thank you.
Dun, 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 dun. High speed mode.
That'd be cool.
Okay, guys.
We got to
Does
talk
anybody-
about
Like
now.
Deontay or whatever his name is.
Jeremy, would you like to read this one?
I sure can.
Okay.
Uh,
I wish there were platinum wrenches that I could give out. That'd be awesome.
oh man, those last a long time too. The
They
plant-
do.
I'd have one if she had them.
And the
But-
good news is, with you guys having wrenches, you can share your channels with each other. You can go check out other people's channels. and
Ooh, we got
subscribe.
another new joiner. Get a wrench
Super
ready.
Knower, welcome. Alexander from Norway. Welcome to the 1500 Club.
You're getting a wrench. Use it wisely.
right?
Yes.
Don't be like what was that incident I had on my channel
Hello,
Mhm.
Level Plane Productions.
where
I'm Bomber. Good to see you all.
Go Kart Bob, was it Go Kart Bob, wrenched somebody out for what was that 180?
Oh my
minutes?
gosh, he did that to poor Jackie McCarran.
18.5. That's
That
a
was
day.
nuts.
nuts, dude.
86,000 seconds, which
Yeah,
is
right.
24
Yeah,
hours.
that's 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I've done it.
Have you?
Yeah, I've blasted people, but on purpose for a day. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy you all are here. Thank you for coming over and checking out our little show. We have brand new Mandela effects every single week, and we're about to start Mandela Days, the Christmas episodes
That'd be cool.
up through New Year's. Yeah.
And dad jokes, we have those too.
Well, they have dad jokes.
Well, when I'm here, we'll do the dad jokes.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, please take it away.
Take it away. Okay. Where am I going to take it to?
The audience.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Okay. All right. You got me on that one. Another literary title. Ugh. It's kind of tiny. Hold on.
You want me to read this one then?
I got it. Another literary title is different in this reality in the worst way possible. It's one of those MEs where my memory still exists, but there is a new reality merged into our current one.
Yes. So the harder ones to prove, because it's what I call a variation effect, when there's multiple variations of something that should be only one way. It's one of those MEs.
This dude looks like an El Conquistador.
That's exactly. You're going to get it into that. Next slide, please.
Okay. I will try to make this as easy as possible to answer. Is the missing blank? Is the missing blank?
Ignore the being. Ignore the word being. Is the
Ignore.
missing letter.
Is the missing blank the letter Y, J, or is that an X?
Yep.
Okay, or X. How do you remember the name of?
No, Man of La Mancha.
Okay, Man of La Mancha's name being spilled.
Don Key Blank Ote.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
I
so we need the
mentioned.
blank letter. The blank letter is Y, J, or X. Don Key Blank Ote. And already in the chat, Sean Dent is a J, Joe Bloor is an X. Do we see the issue?
I'm going to take a stab at it and say J.
Matrix Break is an X. Noise Guru is an X. Mr. Super, what do you remember for Don? I'm going to say it, Don Quixote.
Yeah, and it would have been easier if I just spelled it for myself, but looking at it with the blank in there, I'm taking my time.
Okay. Pushing Buttons is an X. Red Storm is an X.
Everyone's got X.
Dry Gorge Spellweaver is an X.
Yep.
Cosmic Joe Chronicles says T. Don Quixote.
Quixote.
Don Quixote.
I'm going to change my answer to a T also.
T isn't an option. It's YJ or X.
YJ or
Oh, my bad. Okay, J then.
Okay, Kimberly says I think it's an X.
Jeremy is my friend, so I got to go with him. J.
Oh boy, guys.
Uh-oh. What did we do?
Splatter is an X.
What have we done?
What have we done?
Okay, guys, I want you to think about something here. I probably have this in the presentation. Julie says X. I want you to think about something. How do the Spanish pronounce Mexico?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico. Don
Yeah, that's the sign.
Quixote. Don Quixote. Mexico.
Yeah. The X is silent.
It's an H sound, yeah. Don Quixote. Mexico.
All I remember about Don Quixote is there was an episode of Quantum Leap where they were doing a play about him. That's all I remember.
Yes, Travis Joe, I'm going to get into that as well with the J. That's the issue. Two realities have merged into one. But it's actually, but anyway, we're going to go on. We're going to go on now.
One with a J, too.
Hey, Scott Level Realm. So, actually, I'm going to read it only because it's an anchor memory. This is an anchor memory for me. Okay? I read this in Spanish class in 1992. I have an anchor memory for this because my Spanish class went to New York City to see Man of La Mancha at the Marquee Theater, starring Raul Julia and Sheena Easton. Julia starred as Don Quixote with an X.
I see.
Say anchor memory. We read it in class, in Spanish class. It had an X when we read it. Don Quixote in the play had an X. But I don't remember the Mancha having that long arrow. That's new for me. I had this playbill. I don't remember that long arrow coming off the M. Just wanted to mention that. We can go on. Next one. The X in Spanish is frequently an English H sound, like Mexico, Don Quixote, and so is the J in Spanish, as in Baja and Viejo. But in my past, Don Quixote was only ever spelled with an X. The original print is on the right. It's got a V for the, see at the top, the U is a V. Don Quixote, but they have the Xote. There's an X there, and Raul Julia, it says as Don Quixote with an X. Next slide, please. The play I saw still spells it with an X, like I remember, but for every source that spells it with an X, there are just as many that spell it with a J. I have never seen it with a J in my life. And if you have, that's okay. We're just from different realities there.
No, I think I'm part of the problem. I steered it toward a J. It was supposed to be an X.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, that's what.
I need to point out the
Jeremy
top
had
left
a hand in this too, Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the top left image, I need you to zoom in on. There's a red box around it with an X for a reason. It's not the Quixote that's the problem. It's the lost manuscript that's the problem. I've never seen it written as Don Quixote, the lost manuscript.
With the wow.
So I just want to point that one out. That's the only one I found that way. And the Q is touching the O. Just saying.
The Q is
Okay,
touching
next.
what?
If you look, the Q in Quixote is touching the O in Lost.
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah. Collision.
So
Yeah.
We have a
But
lot
we're
of
not done
collisions.
yet.
Letters
But
can't
that's
drive
not
well.
all, folks. That is not all. I am finding people spelling it with a Y.
Hola. Oh yeah, of course.
No, not of course. There's no. There
Coyote.
was never a Y. Never a Y.
Some people hunt coyotes.
They're literally spelling Don Quixote with a Y-O-T-E. But I believe this could be just a case of people misspelling it.
Coyote
So-
ugly.
Right, but it's Coyote, not Quixote.
How did I end up here?
So in this reality, all three versions are accepted, X, J, and Y.
So you can't make a mistake anymore. It's cool.
Yeah, all the
Right?
letters are correct.
It's a very, very flexible place now. Anything goes.
But wait,
I
that's
like
not
that.
all.
I like that.
What the ... is this? Dom Quixote? Yes or no in the chat? Have you ever seen it spelled with Dom, like Dominic?
He's a top.
I can't. Never. Hey, Jennifer M., good to see you. Never.
Dress up
Domination.
does he dress up in leather and
Yeah,
has-
he's gonna get the rest of his name later.
he comes out.
It'll be Dominique next week.
Yeah.
Pushing Button says no. Jennifer M. says Dom, nope. That's just Dom, says Sean Dent.
Uh-huh.
It's Dominique, says Moise Guru. Get it right, guys.
Oh man, come on now.
Yeah, no, ha ha ha, not Don Perignon either, says Lovey Love. Hey, Lovey Love. Joe Bloor says Dom in Portuguese. Read the other text. Go back a second. Go back a slide. No, because I wasn't even done with that. I do not recall a volume 2. Does anyone recall a volume 2?
No.
And Joe Bloor, no, this is in all languages. I have more than just this. This is in all languages. Dom Quixote. I found Dom in English too. Don't you worry. Has nothing to do with Portuguese. You guys remember Hedy Lamarr?
Yep.
Okay, because she remembers. No, she remembers the Y. But here we have Don Quixote with an X. That's what I remember, so it's in green. Okay, next slide.
So they did a skit about that on Carol Burnett so many years ago. I forget what the main actor's name was, the comedian, but he kept fighting back. They were calling him Headley, or yeah.
Hedy. Yeah.
Hedy Lamarr, and he kept going, Headley, like trying to correct him every time, going all the way back that far. Okay, next.
Yep. All right, so here's the J's. Again, it's in red because not in my reality. It was never J, only X. I know it can be a J sound, like the J sounds the same, but in my past, his name, this is his name, was spelled with an X. That would be like all of a sudden, let me think of Jeremy. No, that wouldn't work. No, I can't think of one.
Tony?
Clark. Like if your name was Clark and all of a sudden it had a K in it instead of a C. Like K-L-A-R-K. They're not going to change the spelling of your name. I'm sorry. It was an X. It was only an X for me. Next slide, please. So here is more Dom Quixotes in all languages, on the covers of books, in tweets.
Well, I'm convinced.
Yep, it's everywhere. It's prolific.
Here is a painting by Hedy Lamarr, which some people remember her name spelled differently. So that's why I have Hedy. That was Teresa Lynch who remembered her name spelled differently. This is her painting, and on the back, she spells Quixote with a Y.
Oh, wow. That's, wow.
Mm-hmm.
In 1960.
1960?
That's what it says.
That's what the date was, yeah.
1960.
Hmm.
Okay, so these are just more examples of all of them. But what do you guys think? Do you believe this could be alternate timelines merging into ours? Or do you remember it always being this way? In my past, there were no alternate spellings. The world was more black and white, much less gray. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
I believe you.
Thank you.
I mean, not only that, but Dom, that's weird. That's a weird way to spell it. Dom. Dom.
It's dumb.
I know, right?
Oh,
What is this next thing? Look at that! Look at that face.
Oh, the next thing, yeah. That's a thing you can put on produce as it grows to make it form a face as it grows. Or a
Oh,
shape.
what?
Yeah.
I'd be scared to eat it.
Oh no,
Oh,
that's
I
not
would
cool.
So the mold, you can see the mold all the way to the right, the black
No,
right.
yeah, don't do that to your plants.
No.
No, that's a bad plan.
So this is a Christmas rewind. It'll be new for a lot of you in the chat tonight. Over the years, I've covered.
How come that one looks like the Men in the Iron Mask, or it looks like Destro from G.I. Joe?
That's what I
Thought it
said.
was
That's
Billy Graham.
That's the mold.
Yeah.
You sure?
Billy Graham. Did you say Billy Graham?
Yeah, I think this one right here is. I think that's Billy Graham right there.
Oh my gosh, I think you're right, dude. It looks just like him.
All right. So what you're actually seeing
I always
now.
thought Billy Graham was a vegetable.
Okay, but what you're actually
Right?
seeing here, guys, is all my presentations. Those are all slides from previous years. Over the years, I've covered so many melons that were either new to my reality, like the purple and yellow moon and stars watermelon.
I covered a few myself in my lifetime.
Mhm.
Oh, you mean okay?
Watermelons, yes.
Yeah.
Or just strange, like people growing watermelons into shapes. But I didn't just cover watermelons, all melons, including cantaloupe, honeydew, and cucamelons.
Did
Those
that
are
joke go
previous.
too far? Did it go too far?
No, it's just that
Was
I-
it over?
I'm just trying to stay on track.
I got you.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
no, this one does. Here you
Right,
go.
with
Pushing
two of
buttons
us on
comment.
here.
Look at Pushing's comment.
It's like watching two adult children.
Oh boy. Hey, we have fun, man. We have fun.
Sandy can handle us.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can. Next slide, please. Hey, Morgan. Morgan's in the chat. Needless to say,
What the hell? Look at those tiny little melons.
those are actually more like a cucumber or a lime. They're cucamelons, but
I like little melons.
again, these are previous presentations you're looking
Well,
at
you
above.
know what
in
they
the
say,
picture.
anything that a handful is a waste.
Right?
You know?
Dude.
Needless to say, I have extensively researched melons over the years. So my Mandela radar starts going off when I see a melon I have never heard of before. Is it a Mandela fruit? A melon from our new earth? I'll let you guys decide. Next slide. I'm just showing my my pedigree when it comes to covering Mandela melons.
Tiny melons.
This
Oh my
this
gosh.
No, this is AIR. This is AIR. I need to be clear.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the, what is it? Peel de sapo melon. Peel de sapo melon. Yes or no in the chat. Have you ever heard of the peel de sapo melon?
No, melons terrify me now.
Yeah.
Why? It's a melon muppet. It does. It looks like a melon muppet to me.
It kind of reminds me, you know how on Pee Wee Herman, like he'd open up his fridge and his food would come to life.
Wake
Oh,
up,
that's
it's time to eat me.
Yeah.
Level Plane Production
soon.
says nope. Matrix Break is a no. Lenda is a nope. Pico de Gallo, says Lenda. Yeah, says Isabella Live Morgan. Not
But
until
why-
now, says J Truth Seeker. Pushing Button says I'm always looking for new melons to research.
Uh-huh.
Supernova, welcome, says no. Kimberly says Lovey Love says what? Pushing Button says nope. Timothy Man says I would never touch that melon.
We're the best chat in the world.
Right?
We do. All right, next slide, please.
Anywhere push buttons is.
Also called the Santa Claus melon and the Christmas melon, this small oval-shaped melon that originates from Spain when ripe. It's green on the outside and white to pale yellow on the inside. The flavor has been described as a refreshing, mild honeydew. Never heard of the Santa Claus melon until I presented this a few years ago. Noise Guru says, researching melons with Sandy's help. Pushing Button says, no, Mr. Super Sidewinder, you are. Mr. Super, we can go on.
That was chat. That was chat.
Super
Oh,
side.
listen to you going, ho, 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 with Santa Claus on the screen. And a banana. Why is there a banana there? Who knows?
I don't
The
wanna
story
know.
behind the Santa Claus melon.
You're
So
gonna
why-
tell me anyway.
Mr.
Yep.
Super Sidewinder. Sorry, Sandy, but that comment.
Wait a minute, what happened? Lovey Love says, I have no idea what your issues are with me. I sent blessings to Sandy and you rebuked me.
Huh?
Oh, no. I think you guys are just misunderstanding one another.
Yeah.
I think there's a misunderstanding there. So why is it called the Santa or Christmas melon? For one reason only. This melon keeps for a very long time. So long that people say it keeps until Christmas. That's it. That's the only reason. Again, sounding very shifty to me. A melon that keeps until Christmas, grows in the summer, keeps until Christmas, is called the Santa Claus melon and the Christmas melon, and I have never heard of it.
No, me neither. And I wouldn't want one. If you wanted to get me one, don't.
So again, I can't say it's a Mandela. All I can say is new to me. Next slide, please. So here are seeds. Just to let you know, you can get these in the United States. It's not like they're just in Spain. They're sold in grocery stores. You can see it's the U.S. by the $1.89 a pound. We have Simply Seeds,
Oh, man.
African company, Santa Claus melons. People grow them in the U.S. So
don't-
it's a little more unbelievable that I have not heard of this. So
Nope,
go on. What
never
were you gonna
ever.
say?
I don't think I'd want to put my mouth on Santa Claus's melons.
Nope.
No.
There's no apostrophe S after Santa Claus. Just saying, but go on.
That is not an option.
Jennifer, never heard of a Santa melon. Where do they grow? Weird. They grow in Spain, but you can buy seeds and grow them in the United States as well. I'll look here in Europe for that melon, says Jennifer. They only grow in Narnia, says Pushing Buttons.
Narnia, perfect. Yeah, everything leads back. All roads lead to Narnia.
Have you ever seen these melons in your grocery stores? Have you ever tried it? Or is this melon completely new for you like it is for me? Could this be a new melon to our reality? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, please.
I don't know, man. I think when the aliens were discovered at Area 51, they had those kind of melons with them, and the government said, "Oh, let me see those." And the aliens are like, "No, these are just exclusive to our planet. You can't have these." And so they knocked them over the head, knocked them out, and then stole seeds from the melons, started planting them all over the United States.
Didn't the pod people come out of something that looked just like that? And
That's what I'm saying. That's
Dude.
whole, yeah.
Yeah, so they're mailing you seeds for the enemy.
That's
Got
right.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it, dude. I
Really
knew it.
quickly, Santa Claus melons have been
Oh
around
no!
since 300 BCE.
No, stop it.
They were likely brought to Spain as early as 300 BCE through Cartago Nova, now known as Cartagena. They were also brought to Spain by the Arabs. And Spanish growers developed the Santa Claus melon, which is primarily grown in the region of Murcia and La Mancha. How ironic!
La Mancha, man of La Mancha.
The man of La Mancha. How ironic! Honestly, I didn't know that and didn't choose that at all. Like, that is insane. I had no idea that these were from La Mancha, Spain.
Circle back like that, just show you you're on the right path.
Yep. So, yeah, this is a Mandela, 100%. I'm calling it.
Bam, done.
All right. So, Jeremy, would you like to read this one? This is probably easier for you to read.
This is the one that pays big money. You're going to want to read this one.
Okay, well, since you put it that way, Mandela effects can be downright weird sometimes, and sometimes they can be so subtle that you can't pinpoint what it is, but you know something is off. Yeah, way off. Well, I have a possible Mandela that fits both of these types, as well as what I believe to be a reality insert about former President Bill Clinton. Oh no, now what? What about him?
Did I say, hey, Woo Riders? Hey, Woo Riders, and love you, love, you are my sister from another mister. 100%.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't think that word means what he thinks it means.
Well, we can go on. Yeah, we can. This is a really weird one. This may not be a Mandela, but I don't remember him like this, so who knows?
I was a freshman in high school in 92.
I was a sophomore.
Hmm.
I voted for him in 96.
Did it not change?
It is. We're waiting for Hebrew to read.
Oh, me. Okay, yeah.
Well, how long is that going to take?
As long as it takes for me to focus.
I can make it bigger, larger. I think I have the technology.
You have the technology. You can build it.
Possible.
When you think of Bill Clinton during his presidential campaign, what primary, I don't know why I said primarily, what primary color do you remember his hair, brown, blonde, or all gray?
So in the chat, brown, blonde, or all gray. When Bill Clinton was running for president, brown, blonde, or all gray. So if the brown and the blonde could have had gray mixed in. I'm just saying, brown, blonde, or all gray. What do you remember?
No, that's too big.
I know they won't. There's no middle ground on these.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
That's what she said also.
Yeah.
No, but
I tried to make it bigger.
So guys, you two on the panel, what do you remember?
I remember brown. Like, I don't remember him getting gray until after his first term.
What about you, Mr. Super, before I read the answers?
Brown.
Okay, Sean Dent is brown. Pushing Buttons is gray. Mix for Lovey Love. Brown for Michael Fontaine. All gray for Cosmic Joe Chronicles.
I'll be gone for a minute.
Brown, and he went gray quick, says Kimberly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Gray and gray mixed, says Pushing Buttons. So brown with gray and gray for Pushing Buttons. Yeah, dark brown for Joe Bloor. Light
Wow.
gray for Jay Truth Seeker. Mostly brown, says Joner Games. Good to see you, Joner. Old as dirt, says Travis Joe. Slight gray, says Joe Bloor. Salt and pepper hair, says Woo Riders. Clinton was 42 and 92. Gray for Joe Bloor. Why does it sound like you're using a drill?
He's getting serious with the snacks. He's got power tools on him now. Again.
Salt and pepper for splatter. What is definition of brown is major face palm. Hey, major face palm.
Perfect, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing. He could have colored his hair, but I don't remember him coloring his hair. I don't remember him coloring his hair at all. He went gray, stayed gray, and that was it. Now he's white.
Are we flipping?
Yes.
Done flipped.
And there's another question. Go ahead. This is the weird question. I'm sorry, guys. I had to ask it. Go ahead, Hebrew.
And was his hair smooth and well-groomed or bushy and frizzy?
Do you remember his hair smooth and well-groomed? You could say one or two.
Hell,
One smooth and well-groomed, or two bushy and frizzy.
it was never smooth and well-groomed from what I can recall.
So you're a two.
Yes.
Okay. Pushing Button says, married to Hillary, I'd be great, 25.
Right. Well, what is it in the picture by your definition?
Julie says medium brown.
Is it bushy and
Bushy and frizzy, or smooth and well-groomed. Like,
well, what would you
it's-
call it the way it is right now in the photo?
up there is smooth and well-groomed.
Okay, that's what I would say. Yeah.
All right, so you're a one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kimberly is a two. Jay Truth Seeker is a one. We're already at 50-50%. See what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't remember it being smooth, says Scott. Bushy and frizzy for Joe Bloor. Frizzy for Sean Dent, because there's two Seans in the chat.
Oh yeah.
I
Knew
bet
that.
you got some residue.
Dent and Osborne.
Bushy for Joner Games. Well-groomed for Cosmic Joe Chronicles.
Have I got time to get a coffee?
Yes.
Okay,
Smooth
I'm
and
gonna do it
well-groomed
right
for Julie. Mr. Super. You know what, guys? We're going to take a 5-minute break so that we can all get coffee. Sound good, Jeremy?
That sounds good for me. I could grab a cigarette real quick.
All right, because I am going to mute Mr. Super, and I'm going to play one of Ray's songs because I have Ray's songs.
There you go.
So we'll be right back, guys. 5-minute intermission.
All right.
As soon as I find a song. Here we go. I'm going to turn this one on because I could turn it off when we get back.
Pilots know, we know the earth is flat. Soldiers know, we know the earth is flat. Radar technicians know, we know the earth is flat. True kings know, we know the earth is flat. Ladders, we know the earth is flat. We know the earth is flat. Ladders. We know the earth is flat. We know the earth is flat. Flatter soldiers. We know the earth is flat. Flatter soldiers. We know the earth is flat. Flatter soldiers. We know the earth is flat. We
know the earth is flat. On the mic and nobody can believe this. Lyrics coming out sounding like a thesis. We spit about flat earth and other truth or topics. When we go on vacation, might be going to the tropics. And we just can't stop having people saying when the next track gonna drop. You know we just won't quit. Hashtag mud mob and you're gonna feel it. It's Rye Russ from Orlando. You might see me rolling up in the Lambo. And we got bars for days coming at the audience all kinds of ways. We make videos, music, and we do research. Got an online shop selling hoodies and t-shirts. And we got mugs and caps. Type of shit you need rolling up in the tracks. Pilots know, we know the earth is flat. Soldiers know, we know the earth is flat. Radar technicians know, we know the earth is flat. True kings know, we know the earth is flat. We know the earth is flat. Flat earth soldiers. We know the earth is flat. Flat earth soldiers. We know the earth is flat. We know the earth is flat. Flat earth soldiers. We know the earth is flat. Flat earth soldiers. We know the earth is flat. Flat earth soldiers. We know the earth is flat. We know the earth is flat.
In a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
When you said that just now, did it sound stupid to you? Kind of.
We know the earth is
Are we guys all back?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Super, have you returned?
Am I muted?
No, you're not.
Then I'm back.
Yay!
Right?
I muted you because we were going on break and we could hear the kitchen background sound, so I muted it for the song.
I tried to be really quiet. Last time I ran water and I saw how loud that was on the playback. He had to
Oh
mute me.
yeah, it was like an
Yeah.
explosion.
Like,
Yep.
yeah.
All right, everyone. We have returned. We got all the answers in the chat. A lot of you have the current memory, and that's okay, but I don't think anyone said the hair color of blonde.
No.
No.
So we can continue.
How did you play that song, Sandy? Do you have that downloaded somehow to StreamYard? Or?
I have most of Ray's catalog in my branding.
Well,
Cool.
how cool is that?
Yes, I can just click one on.
Because that played really smoothly.
Yep, it's just like me playing an intro.
Good job, Sandy. Wow.
Thanks.
Bravo.
Thank you.
You
That was Ray.
deserve
He threw
extra
it in
points.
there.
Somebody donate something. $1. Come on, let's get busy.
I mean, I think they've been amazing tonight already. I'm getting paid in December instead of January.
How cool. How
That's
cool.
so amazing.
We
Okay.
done did it.
Actually, Jeremy is up.
Oh, okay then.
Let's get Hebro to do it.
Hey, bro. Yeah. I did warn you that it was a weird one. Bill Clinton's presidential campaign was the first one that I really paid attention to, both because I was interested in politics and I was old enough to vote during his second campaign.
And I just want to say, this is the side Mandela. The real Mandela is not this. It's at the end. This was just like the what's the word? Like the side effect. This was the side effect of looking into the actual Mandela effect for me. But this is a Mandela as well for me.
I
So we
see.
can continue. Hmm.
You went down a rabbit hole.
It was, of course, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Who sees beyond the mask and actually sees the demon?
Hey, that's a pretty good analogy.
Hmm.
That's what I remember.
You remember blonde?
No, but I remember the frizzy hair.
I don't remember the frizzy hair or the blonde. That is so bizarre to me. So chat, yes or no? Do you remember the blonde frizzy hair like this? Yes or no in the chat? As Hebro continues reading.
I do not recall ever seeing him with mostly blonde hair. He already had some gray peppered in, but I remember his hair darker, and I do not remember his hair being bushy like this. It looked feathered but smooth, not frizzy.
Right.
Like I remember it feathered, but it wasn't like in every direction. It wasn't so unruly.
Full
you know?
and bushy, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like a poodle died on his head.
But guys, there's so many pictures of him with blonde hair. So the bottom left is more like the unruliness, but he's got blonde with some gray on the top left and mostly blonde on the right. Like I don't remember that.
It's all over the place, huh?
Hmm.
A mess.
And before we go further, after you read this slide, Jeremy, we're going to stay here.
Okay.
Read the slide, and then I have a question to ask the chat.
I know it sounds crazy, and why would this, of all things, be different in this reality? But it is different from my memory. Does anyone else remember his hair being more put together than this? And light brown or gray, not blonde?
So here's my question for the chat before we move on. When those of you that said you remember his hair brown, do you remember it like a medium to light brown, or do you remember very dark brown to black? So again, one or two. One is light to medium brown.
Yeah, light.
Two is dark brown to black. What do you remember?
Go with
One or two in the chat.
verbal one.
Number one for you.
Verbal one.
Jeremy wrote down one. Hunter says, I have in my possession the cigar related to Monica Lewinsky. Major face palm is a 1. Joe Bloor is a 2. Splatter is a 1. Speedy Roman said, I think it just changed over the years. That's okay. I believe you. Blondish
I wouldn't let
medium
Monica
brown.
near my cigar. The record.
Blondish medium brown with some salt and pepper gray. Then every year it got grayer, says Bomber. Kimberly is a 1. I also remember Trump in the 80s not being so orange, Lavira. I am right there with you. Right there with you. He was not so orange. He was not into the self-tanning. Yeah, that's what we're going to be showing, Lovey Love. That's why I'm asking. All right. Continue. Because we're going to see the slides, the red, green, yellow, and the red, not yellow, red and green, and the red ones. Oh, my.
Da, da, da.
So here is him blonde. Lots of blonde. I've never seen his hair blonde. Never. Too much blonde here.
He's merging with Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Next.
really, the hair is what I'm saying. Like, they're merging.
Yes. But here is where it's wrong for me, too. I don't remember ever seeing his hair this dark. It's too dark. So this would be a number 2 of the 1s and 2s I just asked. Joe Bloor says never blonde for me.
Looks like Biff Tannen.
Yeah, like it looks like he's wearing a wig. I don't.
Yeah. Especially that bottom right picture. It looks like he's wearing a wig. Or maybe bottom left. Bottom left.
Next slide. And the unruliness of the painting on the top left. I can't. So this is what I remember. This is my memory. This is how I remember him.
Yep.
He's practicing for Metallica's backup singer, I guess.
I'm talking about like his hair is feathered, but it's neat. It's not all over the place. He's more gray than anything.
Yeah, but see how, okay, the bottom right, it's kind of bushy a little bit.
Yep, I agree.
Yes, but it wasn't like the other ones, though. The other ones were like completely out of control compared to that.
But that's what I kind of remember, it being sort of like that. Like,
I do too. Now here is the real Mandela, the one that sent me with down the hair rabbit hole. Go ahead.
But it's the it's the possible insert into this reality's history that I really want to ask you about. This is
the reason.
This is the reason I noticed.
I don't know why it was doing that. My app was doing it. Ignore it. I know.
I noticed Bill Clinton's hair was off. Yes or no? For those of you that remember this infamous 60-minute interview where Hillary says she will stand by her man, do you recall the set lighting almost seriously injuring seriously injuring the former president and first lady?
So I'm going to rephrase this. Yes or no? Do you remember the lights falling on them during the interview? Yes or no? In the chat.
Yes.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
I'm a nope.
I'm a no too.
I remember the news when the news came on that happening. Like he had a cut right above his left eyebrow or something.
There were no cuts on them.
Oh, well,
Um,
I mean, that's what I remember though.
Pushing buttons is a yes.
Maybe I'm thinking of Triple H.
I do, says Kimberly. I do not recall, says Lovey Love. No, I don't think so, says Lavira. Yes, says Bomber. Guys, it's 50-50. This is insane. I
He's
do
making
not
a
remember.
sandwich with his power tools again.
Yeah.
Mr. Super Sidewinder, come on, man.
Lovey Love is I do not remember.
No, I'm kidding.
Monica cut the cord, says Speedy Romans. That's hilarious.
Oh.
We rolling?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
No for Joe Bloor. No for Julie. Not sure. No for Joner Games. I thought it fell behind them, says Pushing Buttons. Sort of, but it fell behind on them. Analog Lime is a yes. Oh, wow, my chat is jumping all over the place. Lavira says, wow. I've never heard of that, says Jennifer M. Didn't see it, says Matrix Break. No, and I was following that stuff, says Sean Dent. No, not with Barbara Walters, Pushing Buttons. This is a different interview. Okay, we're going to see it. I have no memory of this. And it's crazy that half the chat and half the panel remembers it. And half the panel and half the chat does not. That's crazy. That's a big red Mandela flag to me.
Yep.
You know what would be cool? If you did make a sandwich with power tools, and you didn't have Swiss cheese, but you really were craving Swiss cheese, and you took your drill and just drilled a bunch of holes in your regular cheese. I know it wouldn't taste like Swiss cheese, but it would look like it. Maybe it would trick your mind into making you believe that you're eating Swiss cheese.
I agree, Lovey Love. All right, so immediately after the Super Bowl on January 26, 1992, 34 million Americans tuned in to hear about the president's unfaithfulness and Hillary's perspective on his cheating. Next slide, please.
Everything that ever went on in their life or their marriage.
40 minutes into the interview, the lights were hot, the lights were heavy, and the whole light bar came crashing down with all the lights on it on the back of the couch.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Everything that ever went on in their life or their marriage.
Missed.
That's interesting.
So again, do you remember this? Because I certainly do not.
That's God's wrath, man.
Are they calling it an assassination attempt?
By the light?
It's more real than the Trump one. At least something actually happened.
At about 40 minutes into the interview, a searing hot light bar fell on top of them. While no one saw this live. So if you guys remember seeing it live, that's also a Mandela.
Yeah, because
this was played later on the news.
I remember it on the news. I don't remember seeing it on 60 Minutes.
Okay, it has been shown by CBS multiple times over the years, and every news outlet has reported on it for decades. How do I have no memory of this happening? Do you remember this? And I'm calling Mandela because half of us remember it and half of us do not. Next slide, please. Is any of this a Mandela effect for you? I have to be honest, Bill looks wrong, and I have no memory of that light falling, so I'm leaning towards Mandela for me. Let me know your memories in the comments below.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You drill through mozzarella and you call it Swiss cheese. And then your brain tricks you into thinking.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I hate Swiss cheese with a passion.
Oh, man, really?
I hate Swiss cheese.
Oh, nothing goes better on the corned beef sandwich.
Yeah, you know what? You know what goes just as well for me because I don't like Swiss.
What's that?
White cheddar works just as well for me.
Flicker's being stupid on the last one, Sandy.
That is the last one. You're done that folder.
So I'm done, completely done, or is there one more folder?
No, there's more folders. Hold on.
There's one last folder that's giving me a problem in Flickr. That's what I'm saying.
I'll give you a new link. It just timed out. That's all. Give me one moment.
Flickr got stupid.
Guess what? Jeremy, you made it to the last folder. You're going to get to see it. The lion.
Well, there we go.
You made it. Good job. I'm so impressed.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You did have a nap today, to be fair, so that makes sense.
I did, yeah. My old ass is able to stay up a little bit longer tonight, so that's good.
There you are. There's a new link for you. Is this the final one of the night, guys? I am aiming for Mandela Days to start next week. Again, Jeff will be joining us on Saturdays, but because of his work schedule, we have to start earlier because we have to end earlier. Unless Mr. Super can hop on to continue or somebody else can hop on to continue, the show will end earlier. Like maybe Boston Ray will jump in and we can go a little bit later. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But for now, we're aiming on, it has to be Saturdays. And, yeah, we're going to be starting a little bit earlier because Jeff needs to leave a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But at least Jeff will be here. So that's a good update. And again, I'm going to thank you again. But thank you again to Splatter, Sean Osborne, and Sean Dent for getting me past the threshold so I'm going to get paid before Christmas. Thank you so much. Honestly, thank you. I can't thank you enough. And to everyone who donated over the course of the last month, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much.
Lavera
pushing buttons, huh?
Lavera in the chat said this was disturbing fun. Thanks.
That's the goal. Fun and disturbing. That should be our tagline.
That's why I wanted to read that one. That's a good one.
That's a great one. Thank you, Lavera.
You know what I just thought of that's like a morbid fact?
What's that?
That lion has been dead for like a long time now.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. That saddens me.
Well, it's not just one lion. We're going to get to that, too.
Oh, really? I thought they just used one and they just kept it for all 75
like I
years.
said, this is a Mandela. Mandela.
The old great toothless lion comes out and tries to growl and then yawns and falls over to sleep.
Yeah, I've seen
So
that.
I just want to say really quickly, I have covered the mouth, the heart mouth at the bottom. That used to be the comedy and tragedy masks for me.
Yes.
And I also don't remember the wreaths around it. It was just the comedy and tragedy mask. I have actually photoshopped it in the past and shown it in a previous presentation, but there's a lot of new people here, so I wanted to mention that.
I'm with you. I remember the mask, but not this wreathy thing.
Same.
Yes. But
no doubt representing laurel leaves, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. But now we are talking about the lion. So
back to the lion.
The MGM lion is, I can't see the words.
Imagine that.
The MGM lion is not how I remember him. This may not affect some of you like it affects me, someone who has seen and studied old films like Tarzan and Mata Hari, because I went to school for graphic design and I took history of film a couple of years because that was an easy A.
God, I love
it was a fun class.
Tarzan
shorts.
I guess, yeah.
But this is absolutely mind-blowing to me. So this is like a huge Mandela for me. And it's going to upset me if you guys aren't affected because you just don't know. But I understand. So, next slide. I honestly never knew how many lions were used over the course of the past century.
Oh, wow.
But the total is 7. 7 lions were used. Leo the lion, though, has been used for the last 50 plus years. But the lion itself is not the issue. So here's the one, Leo the lion with Alfred Hitchcock. There is a fake image going around of a lion on a CAT scan board with the MGM logo backwards, and they are claiming that's how this was filmed. It's not. It's a lion going in for a CAT scan, and they, Photoshop the MGM logo in there. So if you see that, that's a fake image, just to give you a heads up. Question number 1. Has the lion's roar always sounded the same? So every MGM movie you've ever seen, has the lion's roar always sounded the same? The same roar? Yes or no in the chat. And panel, what do you guys remember? Do you remember being the same roar every time?
Yeah. It's a double roar. It's a snarl, like roll.
Yeah.
Roll. Like a double. Yeah.
Not
bad. Yeah. Ooh, sign me up.
Yeah, you know what though? I do remember it going roar, and then it would pause and then go roar, roar.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys are doing really good impressions here.
Man, between the two of us, Jeremy, let's call me.
Yeah. Preliminal says no, though. Splatter says no. Joe Bloor can't get over the irony of a CAT scan.
Right.
Jay Truthseeker says yes. Yes, it was the same for Jay Truthseeker. No for Matrix Break.
I've watched every single James Bond movie known to man, and this sucker would come on right before each one of them. So
Yes-ish for pushing buttons.
I remember the war. I mean, it was the same war for me.
Same. Cosmic Joe says no. Speedy says yeah. Lovey Love just says roar. Same roar for Jennifer M. Yes for Woo Riders. Yes for Sean Dent. I do love lions despite being a tiger. I am a lion. I am Leo, and I am also a dragon on the Chinese zodiac. I'm a
cool.
dragon lion. I'm the king of both zodiacs.
Could you imagine there being like a dragon with a lion's head on it?
I don't want to imagine that.
Oh no. Man, no, it's cool.
Wendy B is a yes.
Meet one in the woods.
Right? No, I do not want to. I wouldn't want to meet a regular lion in the woods, let alone a dragon lion.
No kidding.
Oh my gosh, that would be insane. Could you imagine? You're just minding your own business, and all of a sudden the dragon lion came up on you.
Starts eyeballing you.
Yes.
Or talking. Ah!
Oh my God.
Bomber says no. Yeah. Seems to me I've heard a few different roars, some louder, some gentle. I think so, says Angels Don't Fall. No, I remember several roars, says Joe Bloor. I remember a few versions, says Preliminal. Yep, twice, says Kimberly.
Yep, it's like a harsh and then a milder one, like a snarl.
Pretty sure, says Joner Games. Hebrew nailed it, says Mr. Super. Angels Don't Fall says, yeah, I think there are some variations. It was a roar, says Love You Love.
Love you, love you, love.
Truth Lover. The question is, has the MGM Lion's roar always sounded the same to you? Welcome, Truth Lover. Let's see. Questions going down. Love You Love says, woohoo! I love dragons.
What was that?
Yeah.
And Napoleon Dynamite, where it was like a Ligor or something? Like
Splatter. Wait a minute. Splatter remembers the lion meowing.
He did in the spoof. I remember there was a spoof.
Yeah, there was a spoof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, in a spoof. Okay, I could see that. Okay. I recall a few different ones, says Matrix Break. Okay, let's see. I'm scrolling down as fast as I can, guys. 2 roar for Truth Lover. Okay, we can go to the next slide.
If you want to hear Jeremy and I go after it, just rewind a little bit.
There you go. Yeah.
Question 2, yes or no? Whether there was sound or not, has the lion always roared? Like mouth a roar? So if it was silent, did the lion mouth a roar? Like, did you see him do the movement of a roar in silent films?
Yeah.
So yes or no, did they always roar? Yes or no?
Yes.
I do believe so.
Yes for both of you. Let's see what the chat says.
Strong yes, because it's ridiculous if he doesn't.
Yeah, because what's the point of having him in that circle if he's not going to do anything?
Could have had a stuffed animal.
Right.
Pushing Button says no. Sean Dent says yes. J Truth Seeker says yes. Let's see. I say yes, sound always, says Laverna Lucchini. Lavira. I said Laverna. Sorry about that. Lavira.
It's almost like one of those philosophical questions, like if a tree lands in the woods. If a lion roars and there's no sound for anyone to hear it, does he still roar?
Lovey Love says yes. Wendy B. Hay says yes. Preliminal says yes. Yes, it is a roar or a snarl roar, like you guys said, says Morgan. Joe Bloor says no. We have 2 no's so far. Jennifer M. is a yes. Kimberly is a yes. Mustard Seed of Faith, hello. Again, says yes. Yes, they were MGM before they went to talkies. Yes. Julie says yes. Cosmic Joe says it was a big roar for years, and then a smaller roar, but they went back to the original big roar. Always made a noise, says Matrix Break. Not sure, yes, question mark, says Jonah Games.
I wonder if everybody would get the name right if we asked them all if they all know what MGM stands for.
Oh, it was on the screen. It's on the screen right now.
Oh, is it
Level
on the screen?
Plane Productions says yes.
Oh, well, that's no
Okay.
good. That
All
takes
right,
the
I
fun right
remember-
out of it.
Truth Lover says, I remember seeing the silent roar. Okay. We can continue. One more question. Yes or no? In the color and sound movie era, so not the silent films, were the film strips that you see here always gold? Yes or no?
That's a good question. It seems
I'm not talking about black and white, just color. They
Oh.
have to be in color, obviously. Were they always gold?
Yes.
Yeah. That would be a yes for me too.
Okay, yes for
Oh.
J Truth Seeker. Yes for Lovey Love. Oh gosh, my chat just jumped. Yes, absolutely, says Lavira. Yes, Sean Dent. Yes for Pushing Buttons. Yes. Oh, no for Joe Bloor. Wendy is a yes. Preliminal is a yes. Matrix Break is a yes. Yes, baby, says Lovey Love. Yes for Kimberly. Yes for Splatter. Yes for Cosmic Joe. The answer is no. We can continue. I remember yes. Okay, first of all, this is 1925. I want us all to look at all this merging. You don't have to zoom in. It's going to be on the next slide.
Mm-hmm.
In my past, even if the movie was silent, the lion always roared.
Right.
Here is an example, which is going to be in the future. You're going to see it in the future. Seen in the 1920 film Ben-Hur, which is also Mandela. I do not remember A Tale of the Christ being in the title. It was just Ben-Hur.
Yeah.
But again, this is the 1925 version. Most of you have seen the 1959 version.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this in school. There was no Tale of the Christ. A Tale of the Christ, excuse me. It was just Ben-Hur. It was always just Ben-Hur. But I knew most of you wouldn't know it, so I didn't bother looking for residue of this.
Yeah, I just saw the Kirk Douglas version.
Yeah, that's 59. So like I said, I didn't bother looking for residue. Just trust me, when I saw this in school, it was just Ben-Hur. Okay, next slide. So close up on some of the merging. We have General, RAL, merged, and Wallace, AL, and then there's weird flip-ups on the L's in 1925. Now remember, these were hand-drawn back then. Why would they connect the RAL and the AL and Wallace?
They wouldn't, man. Everything was more precise in the past.
Correct. Notice the merging all the way back in 1925, hand-drawn title cards. We can continue.
No,
Charlton
absolutely not. I'm calling BS.
It was
Charlton
Charlton
Heston was
Heston.
not Ben-Hur. That was Kirk Douglas.
What? Now he's meowing?
Wait. Here is the opening credits to the film,
Hold on.
so you can see the lion roar without sound. This is what I remember. The lion always roared, regardless of whether or not the film had sound. So let it play again, please. This is what I remember. Even though there's no sound, it's a silent film.
Mm-hmm.
The lion still roared.
Yeah.
It's not much of a roar, though. It's more of a meow.
I know.
It's a lazy yawn. It's a poor excuse for what it
Okay,
became.
the next slide, hit pause immediately. The next slide that has, it's going to have video, I think.
Heston
no, it
was
doesn't.
in the 50s. Ben-Hur.
Okay. Oops. This will be a little out of order because I have to talk about the film strips first. Please ignore the continuity issues of the text that is about to happen. I'll mark when we're back in order, but I had to stop to talk about the color of the film strips. So next slide.
What am I thinking of?
Morgan remembers A Tale of the Christ. I have never seen the film strips white before in my life. Have you guys seen white? Yes or no?
Nope.
Or the red face. Red face. I can't. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely not for me. Jeremy?
Oh my gosh. I got
Have you
it
ever
wrong.
seen white film strips and a red face?
Well, no. No, well, actually, wait, back up a minute. This one
Back
right
up.
here and
Which
the
one?
and the whatever that is, center right, I guess. Kind of reminds me of what they would do during Tom and Jerry cartoons. Like before each cartoon, you know?
I don't know. I've never seen white before. The chat is answering. I have to get to the chat. I believe you. Truth Lover says yes.
Why?
Weird, says Wendy. No, says Truth Lover. Exclamation point. That is new to me for J Truth Seeker. This is looking familiar, says Bomber. Push a button says maybe white for a Lucille Ball Collector's VHS. It looks other dimensional, Sean Dent says. I agree because I don't remember it at all. Joner Games is 100% no. Bomber is yes. Again with the 50-50. That is my issue.
Okay, real quick, I want to address something in chat, though.
Yeah.
I am sorry, guys. I was wrong when I said Kirk Douglas. I was thinking of a different movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was Charlton Heston that was in Ben-Hur.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But what movie was I thinking of when I was thinking of Kirk Douglas? The one where they're racing the whatever chariots, and then like the
Chariots of Fire, maybe.
The thing comes out, the spikes, and messes up his wheels. Yeah, you might be right. Chariots of Fire. I thought that was a race, like a running movie.
Well, that
Spartacus. Oh, Spartacus.
Yeah, that might be it.
How in the hell did I get that mixed up with Ben-Hur?
Joe, save the day.
It happens.
Wow. That's crazy. Well, they're kind of similar, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right, we can continue. And wouldn't they be white in black and white film? I find it suspicious that the film strips look like they could be gold here by the shade of gray.
Mm-hmm.
They should be bright white if that's what they used in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And the face looks really weird there.
Yeah, but it could be red.
Could be. But we can go on. So now we're picking up where we left off, now that the film strip part is done. So the question was, Did the lion always roar, and did the roar sound the same? So here's the answers. Now, I'm going to ask you to pause so I can read. But that is no longer the case. At least 2 of the MGM lions just stare blankly or look around without opening their mouths. Is this new for you too? Again, this would have been for silent films only. So you're about to see that the lions do not always roar. Hit play.
He's
That's
sitting
it.
there.
He's just sitting there.
Why? That doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't. Yeah, hit play.
We could have just taken a picture of the lion.
Now, he mouthed something there, but it's not a roar. It's like a growl.
Uh-huh. Don't they know you have to antagonize them? I'm kidding.
Yeah, they got to learn the torture techniques. Waterboard him. He'll do it next time.
Right.
So those of you that remember him always roaring, the answer is no, and it's a Mandela for you, I guess, as well, because not for me. This is wrong.
Just to let anybody know, we're not advocating for animal cruelty. We're just joking.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely not. We're commenting on things that have already been done. Okay, so again, do the pause thing when you go to the next slide.
Charging extra for all of this, so.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, so, and they definitely do not sound the same. So those of you that remember it sounding the same, not in this reality.
Intermission is, I mean, admission is free, but you have to, what was the word I was looking for? Super Sidewinder?
I don't know, brother.
Oh, it's a 2-drink minimum. That's what I was going to say.
No, my rule is I'll play them for free, but pausing is extra.
Oh,
there are even subtle differences in how they sound in the last 30 years. Also take note of the film strip colors. So here's the sound error.
It's your dollar.
That's 4. 4 roars in one.
Yeah. There's.
Yeah, there's multiple different ones. White strips for years. That was 3.
That's better. I don't know where to stop this.
Okay. Are we done then? I have to say something. I don't know if I tell you ahead of time now, but the white strips were used until 1987.
No way.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that part. It might be in a slide further up. Again.
Like the goat strips would be, if anything.
Okay, yes or no? Do you recognize this lion roar? I had to mute it for copyright. I had to mute it for copyright.
He's barking.
So this is the question. Stay here. Yes or no? Do you recognize?
That's a bark, dude.
This lion roar.
It's not a roar.
I want everybody to look at it and tell me if you Just let it keep playing until I get answers. Wendy says no.
Could you
Julie
imagine?
says no. Lavira says no. Do you guys remember it? Yes or no?
That's
I can't
You
help
got
but fill in the
timing.
blanks. Oh my god.
that timing was perfect, dude. Right when he did that.
Pushing Button says no, you be lying. Christine Lynn, hello, says no. Bomber says meow. Guys make you
You'd be
roar.
lying.
Sean says no. Timothy.
Yeah, right?
Tim Mothman says no. J Truth Seeker
Oh,
says
dude,
no.
let me play it again and try some meows.
Joe Bloor, if you say sure, where do you know it from?
Hebro, if I play it again, will you do some meows?
No, I'll probably do the.
All right, let's see what you got. Hold on. Here we go.
Meow. Meow.
I don't know.
Mine's on a delay because I'm looking at it on the iPad.
Wait.
Worth a shot.
One more time. Wait,
I'll
one more
get you
time.
back there. Where is it? There we
Let's
go.
see if I can get. Okay. There we go.
You ain't right, man.
You know, like a little dog. Like
All right, what are we doing?
dog.
All right, I do
Like
not
a
remember
little
this
lapdog.
lion. Guys, this is from The Wizard of Oz. Everyone should know it.
Okay.
Everyone
Dude,
should
that was
know
a
this.
Pekingese.
That's what I'm saying. This is insane. You all said no, but this is from The Wizard of Oz. How do you all not know this roar from The Wizard of Oz? Anybody? This is The Wizard of Oz. I don't remember this for The Wizard of Oz. I don't. That's why it's muted, though, because I do not want to get a copyright.
Right. No.
So my
no,
question
no,
is-
just no.
Right. How do we not know this roar if we've seen this movie? I've seen this movie. How many times have you seen this movie, Mr. Super?
Too many doing research. Way too many.
Way too many for research. Correct. How about you, Hebro?
Same.
Way too many. It's also got white stripes. Can you film strips? Can you tell? It looks like white film strips there.
People don't talk about it, but that scene where the Scarecrow has a pistol.
That's the
Right?
funniest thing ever, though. It's
That
like,
whole scene is an insert for me. It's not just that one, you know, like the close up
Yeah.
of him having the pistol. That entire scene is an imprint.
I agree with you 100%.
none of it
Mr.
makes
Super.
any sense. Where did they get the weapons? Like, where?
Right? Where does he get
The
bullets?
Tin Man, okay, the Tin Man had an axe. I can understand that. Like, he already had the axe. But why did he also need, like, what was it, a mallet?
He had
And
a
then-
giant wrench.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And
Why
the
does
There's a
lion,
net.
the lion had a
There's-
big bug sprayer.
Yeah,
Giant
there's a bug sprayer. There's a net. There's a wrench. There's a pistol. There's all these extra things in their hands that were never there.
Yeah.
So why were they so afraid, like, of getting the witch if they had all those weapons? Especially a gun.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got nose. Wasn't the same roar from the Wizard of Oz, says Wendy. Well, what says Tim Mothman? I was gonna say this looks like the one from the Wizard of Oz. We watched it constantly because we had it on tape, says Bomber.
The lion.
Level Plane says good call. Maybe the second roar, says Pushing Buttons. Seen the movie a trillion times. No barking lions, says Sean Dent.
There you go. I'm with that.
Way too many times, says Wendy.
What I'm saying.
Gone with the Women's in black and white in my past, says Joe Bloor. To me, the ribbons look too plain. The lion looks like it turns its head in a weird way. I agree, level plain production.
Yeah.
Look at the old Hitchcock movies, going all the way back to his first films. They were all in color now.
Yeah.
The Birds,
So messed up.
Vertigo, Rear Window.
Wait a second.
All of those his oldest movies are color.
Lavira says, I've seen The Wizard of Oz at least 20 times. Yes, I'm that old. I don't recall it.
In the time that The Birds was released, it would not have been released because the blood would have been a problem.
I agree with that 100%.
It was black and white.
Are those still in black and white too, though?
No, they're color, dude.
Are you serious?
And they were always color. Always color.
Not Psycho. Psycho was in black and white.
You better go back and have a look at the old Hitchcock films.
Are you kidding me?
Wait, guys, Level Plain Production says something that I need you to hear because I have a memory of this. I remember the lion's head being more out of the ring and him looking down. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Toward you more. He didn't turn his head and bark.
Yep. What have I been missing from the damn Wizard of Oz? Is Lovey Love. A lot. There's a lot. Oil cans to splatter and tell me the monkeys to fly instead of fly my pretties. Yep. Black and white for Joe Bloor.
All of those.
Everybody's telling Lovey Love all the Mandelas. All right. I understand that many of you will have no idea if this is a Mandela or not. Boy, was I wrong. But for me, this is an absolute change to film history from my past reality. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Hey, we made it to the end.
We made it to the end.
Dun, 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 bam. Stop sharing. What?
You're super, man.
Hence the name.
All right.
So, guys, again, thank you for bringing me over the threshold so I can get paid in December. I can't thank you guys enough. Again, I'm going to put them on the screen. Splatter, 420. Sean Osborne and Sean Dent. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, guys. Really. You guys are awesome. I'm also going to do a quick shout out. I want you, while I'm doing that, Mr. Super and Hebro, think about your final thoughts while I'm doing the shout out. So I'm going to put you on the spot afterwards.
Gotcha.
Am I supposed to be playing a song?
Do you want to play a song?
Well, if I'm supposed to be, maybe.
What we'll do is, what I can do is I'll play your song before I play the outro. So get your song ready too, but also think of your final thoughts before we. I
don't have any final thoughts because I plan on living a little bit longer.
No, for the show. Final thoughts for the show.
Oh, my bad.
Bomber. Wait, hold on. Bomber, I do have a PayPal account. All my accounts are linked in the description. There's PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. I also have, instead of Patreon, I have, well, I can't think of the name of it. My goodness.
It's final thoughts.
What is it called? Oh my goodness. I have to go look at my description 1 second. My brain is not working. I don't know what's wrong. Ko-Fi. I have Ko-Fi.
Yeah.
I have so many options. Zelle, Ko-Fi, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Super Thanks, Super Chat. Those are all the options.
Wow.
So,
dude.
I do have PayPal. Just give me a heads up. Anyway, as I was saying, it's time to see who's here. First in the chat tonight was none other than Mr. Super Sidewinder on the panel.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep, we have Love V Love, Christine Lynn, Woo Riders DG is here. We've got Wendy B. We've got Isabella Live 2.0 / Morgan. We've got Lavira Lakini, Push a Button 62. Drew Duncan is here. Bomber is here. Angels Don't Fall. Joe Bloor, Prelim Minimal. I said Sean Dent 3 times, but I'm going to say it again. He deserves it.
Yeah.
We've got Kimberly F., Speedy Romans, Joner Games. Did I say Lovey Love? If not, if I did, I'm saying it again. Truth Lover is here. We have Mustard Seed of Faith. I lost my place. Give me 1 second. Michael Fontaine and In Studio. Same person. Splatter 420 is here. Matrix Break. Pushing button 62. See, I'm scrolling. I'm seeing the same names. 1 second. Did I say? I said Lavira Lucchini, right? I did.
I think so.
J Truth Seeker is here. Wendy B.
If you didn't, you just did just now.
Just now.
Julie, Jennifer M is here.
Thanks for
I
sticking around,
Hebro.
Hebro.
Games.
I'm about to doze off to sleep. I'm
close too.
Noise Guru was here earlier. Cosmic Joe Chronicles is here.
I'm practicing for when I get old.
Level Plane Productions. Flat Earth Andy was here earlier. Tim Mothman's here.
Mothman. Mothman.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. You can use it.
Christine Lynn is here.
Okay, so if you're in the chat, you have a wrench. You can click on anybody else's name and go to their channel and subscribe, view their content. My channel in particular, I've put out nearly 10 hours. I'm one song, one recording away from hitting 10 hours of recorded music in less than 2 years.
And I put out garbage on my channel. If you like garbage, go to my channel. And
there you go. There you go.
And
Sub each other's.
And both of their channels are linked in my description as well. Jackie McCarran is here. Yeti Life, welcome and hello. Just jumping into the chat.
I'm just kidding. I don't put out garbage. I don't think.
I know Sagar Mandela Effect was lurking this whole time. Let's see. I'm making sure I didn't miss anybody because I must receive the faith I got.
Hey, there you go.
Thank you again to Lavira Lucchini. Oh, well, then you're going to love coming back every week. We're here every Saturday night. Sometimes Sunday if we have to postpone.
Oh, man.
But it's going to be Saturday night through at least New Year's.
I just thought something really cool.
What's that?
Zucchini rhymes with zucchini. So.
Lucchini. It's probably Lucchini.
Lucchini. Hey, that sounds Italian.
I gotta like her thing and give her a like. There we go.
Heck yeah, man.
Making sure I didn't miss anybody. Now, if you guys were here earlier and I missed you.
You can subscribe to my channel if you want to, Lucchini.
Pushing button 62. Thank you so much, Lavira. Again, thank you to Splatter, Sean, and Lavira. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for being here because there's so many new people here. I can't even thank you to Tim Mothman for bringing them over from Spaced Out Radio. We're still keeping our fingers crossed that Dave is going to be a guest on our show. Fingers crossed.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm trying to get him on after the holidays. So fingers crossed Dave comes on, which means we'll probably have a midweek show in like earlier in the evening so that he doesn't miss his show because he's on 7 days a week.
What if Lavira Lucchini was in a bikini eating some zucchini?
Ooh.
Huh?
If you didn't get it on film, it didn't happen. That's what I was saying.
Man. No, I'm just saying that would make for a good rap song, you know?
I know you were planning on just coming on for a little while, man, and you just hung right to the end. That's really cool.
I have a thank you to say. Thank you to Major Facepalm for the Cash App donation.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you to Major Facepalm. I can't put that on the screen, so I'm going to write it and then put it on the screen. And Major Facepalm was here as well.
Awesome.
I don't know when that came in.
I see a donation from Lavira.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you to Major Facepalm.
Do you see the one from Lavira? Right here
yes,
at the
end? That's been on the screen this whole time.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
I did thank you to Lavira again.
Okay.
Thanks for being a good sport too and playing along.
Yeah, all
Look at
y'all.
that. Look at what she said. Look what she said.
On the island of Santorini in a bikini.
Yeah.
And Pussy Button says, hugs and throat punches forever. Rest in peace, Hulu
Nice.
1.
Hulu.
Drinking a martini, says
Yeah.
Lavira.
Wow. I'm gonna have to write this stuff down, man. I'm
You got
telling
good
you,
peoples. Good
gonna make a
peoples.
gonna make a rap song.
I want both of you to stay until after the show, until after the outro. Okay, don't leave me here.
Hey, no problem.
Okay. All right. Well,
mean,
guys,
what's a
we
few
are
more
going
minutes
to end. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was
I just
just
want to
gonna
say,
say, real quick, what's a few more minutes gonna hurt nothing besides it's fun hanging out with you, Sandy Diva, and you, Mr. Super Sidewalk.
Woo! What a blast, dude.
yes, it was awesome that you could stay. I was gonna let you do your final thought in a minute, though. I was just gonna say we're gonna end with Mr. Super's song and then the normal outro with Jeff's song. But before we do that, Jeremy, what are your final thoughts? You gave them.
Well, I kind of already gave them, but just want to say to everyone, it's kind of late for this, but I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope the rest of everyone's holidays goes well. And life is short. Get out and party. Get out and say the things that needs to be said to your loved ones, and go hang out with them, because you never know. The lights could go out just like that. Snap of a finger. So hang out, chill, be cool to one another. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say.
Mr. Super, anything you'd like to say?
I'd say we draw a great crowd here, and many of them hung from the very start of the show, which is not uncommon for us. So thank you. You guys stick with us through the thick and the thin, the good times and the bad. Thank you for hanging out, being tough.
And I'd like to say Neo Freak 91's been here since the beginning. Drew Duncan as well. They just popped back up in the chat. Jackie McCarron's been here from the beginning.
Yep.
But I didn't get their names into the list. Now they're called out. I know I'm missing a few more. So thank you for being here, the ones that I missed. And hopefully Mandela Day starts next Saturday. If not, it will be the following Saturday. It depends on how much I can get done. So if you see a Christmas thumbnail, you'll know. But either way, we will see you next week for Mandela Effects After Dark. For Jeremy, Mr. Super Sidewinder, and myself, thank you for being here. You guys have been here all night. You guys are awesome. Thank you again to everyone who donated. You guys are amazing. Merry Christmas. And we will see you next week.
I have one more thing to say.
Yes.
When you're done, go ahead.
I am done. I was going to say, have a great night, everyone. So go ahead. What were you going to say?
This song was an impromptu record. It was my first real play on my sister's new tongue drum. And I've listened to this probably 10 or 15 times now. And every time I'm drawn in by it, like I don't get sick of listening to it. It was just like a magical moment for me that was caught on camera. So enjoy.
I love this.
Thank you.
I love this. So have a great night, everyone. Enjoy the relaxing music to put you to sleep so that you can get ready for bedtime. And then we'll do the outro, and we'll see you next week. Good night, everyone.
See you, everybody. Can you mute everybody?
Already doing it.
Smash the tube, smash the tube, smash the tube, smash the tube. Turn the strap off, 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 please turn it off. Why must we watch Friends? 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 I've seen this show about 1,000,000 times. Not even funny when I'm drunk or high. Why must we watch Friends? 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 I'm telling you now for the 100th time. To change the channel, this show is a crime. Why must we watch Friends? 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 That laugh track is so annoying to me. They wouldn't need it if the show was funny. Why must we watch Friends? 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 There's so much better ways to spend my day than watch TV sing down a cat so smelly. Why must we watch Friends? 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 Why must we watch Friends?